Josh the pirate tonight, a DM on a screen, in temporary isolation, just waiting for my queen. Humblewood is howling round like a swirling storm inside. Couldn't keep it in, even if I tried. And why would I try? Because it brings me more satisfaction than a fox who's just been promoted to Professor of Satisfaction at Oxford University to welcome you back to Corsair's Cove for another episode in my Humblewood world for more of Elements and Evil. Don't keep them in, let the whole world see. Fairy porn is real art, totally. Daria's commissionable, just so you know. And now they know. In this show, John's ready to go hardcore. In this show, Karen's really hard to ignore. And please don't stare, he looks more like a wizard every day. You're all just jealous. Brendan's never bothered me any day. But enough of that, mateys. We need to talk about these lovely folks.
So
Can
great.
we just
Well
claps
done.
everybody? Amazing.
Daria, who the
There are a lot
absolute
of-
heck are you?
There were a lot
Brendan?
of rhymes I thought you were going to go for with me.
Yeah, swerved every time. Swerved every
Yeah.
single time. It's crazy. I'm an artiste. I do in fact make commissions. Furry porn is a thing I can absolutely do. If you'd like me to, you absolute dirty perverts. I can do normal art as well. And here I play Julio Switchgear, Pope Rogue Extraordinaire, amazing, hot, sexy, handsome. That's it.
Other adjectives, yes.
All of these are things that he wishes he was.
Okay, so first he steals my ice cream, and now this.
Then your beard. Now it's the yeah.
Fucking everything, stealing everything.
John, who the heck are you?
Hi, I'm John. I play Bron. I am an actor, a dancer, dabble in the world of tech sometimes when I can. And I don't really have anything going on at the moment. So that's it, short and sweet.
Cool. Alrighty. Karen, who the heck are you?
Hello, I am Karen, sometimes known as the mother of bunnies, and I'm so tired that I swear I can smell sounds. And in other news, I'm a performer, a writer, an internet addict, and you can find me here on Tuesday nights. Currently, panicking in Skyrim because I'm being forced to do battles in real time and not turn-based, which is very uncomfortable for me. There's a lot of screaming and flailing and accidentally hitting the wrong buttons. But hey, I've only died a bunch of times, so really, I'm doing just fine. Thank you.
I think that's the intended experience of the first 50 or so hours of the game. I think that's like how it's supposed to be played, if not learnt played, certainly.
I feel
Brendan,
like
who
the
heck
one
are
button
you?
you really need for that scenario is the quick save button.
Yeah.
Yes,
F-
quick
F11, I
save
think.
is my friend.
Brendan, who are you?
Hello, I'm Brendan. I am a level 69 stealth archer. I don't have any companions because they always ruin my stealth. And so if I ever get over encumbered, I have a shit ton of strength potions to increase my carry limit. That's who I am. Thank you.
Nice.
But whose ice cream will you take if you don't have any companions?
Well, that's why he has all the stealth, the strength.
Well, that
potions
is
he can
why
carry.
Daria's
many.
not my companion.
Yeah.
'Cause I
yeah.
Also,
steal
she'd
her
ruin
ice
your
cream.
stealth.
Oh, for sure.
I'm the most stealthy. What are you talking about?
Oh, and also, I'm the head of the wizard school and the mercenary
We can see it.
club
And the Thieves Guild.
and the assassins guild and the thieves guild.
It did take me a minute to wait, and then you said and the assassin. Oh, okay, right, yeah, in the game.
Yay!
But have you finished the main quest yet, Brendan?
Absolutely not. Not even
Yeah.
halfway.
The one thing
I-
you were not is a dragon killer.
Oh yes, and also the officially appointed savior of the world.
Yeah,
Wow.
I
Valid.
just as a
because
quick
you happen to be
tangent,
born
that,
with a big voice.
that has always bothered me. How
Yes.
all of those spoiler, Karen, all of those quests always end up with you being the head of the thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's like, well, how many organizations can you be the head of effectively?
Your
And, like,
CV is fucking stacked though. Like your resume is juicy.
I
A
feel
Well,
like
LinkedIn
ideally, you already
profile
don't
just
have to
goes
do
on
very
and
much.
on.
it's an
I appreciate
antitrust
that they
situation.
don't lock you
Mhm.
out of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how
You
many
don't have
like
to be
vacant
the
there is
fucking
positions?
boss
much.
of every single thing you do.
Yeah.
So
and how
you
many
could-
vacant
I'm
positions are
capable.
there?
Yeah.
So you could be running the Thieves Guild and also like be the head of law enforcement at the same time.
Yes, correct.
I think so,
Well,
yeah.
Law enforcement isn't really a guild. I guess the
You could
companions
be
are the closest thing to it, but also they're
Imperial,
werewolves, so...
And
You
of
could
all
be
the two
Imperial,
He doesn't know that.
high-ranking bitch.
What?
like of all the two things you could be, Thieves Guild and anything, theoretically people shouldn't know you're the head of the Thieves
I mean,
Guild,
there
right?
is that. Yeah.
So
Mhm.
that one should be
There's
okay.
also very much a
Or the
secret that you're the head
assassins.
of the wizards. Yeah.
Yeah. So people just think you're only head of the wizards, but really,
Yeah. Don't tell the others.
no.
And,
Cool.
and given the circumstances that every leader of each of those organizations dies or something else happens to them, do you really want to be the lead of all of those organizations? Like, surely you would get murdered 4 times over.
But maybe
Not
the
if you're
assassins
never
kill each
there
other.
doing the job.
It occurs to me, though, if you are the leader of every single organization, then you're unlikely to have yourself assassinated. So it's just like, if they ever come into conflict, it's like, no, I'm in charge of both, so that everybody just gets along. I actually think there's a merit to that idea. It's if they did it on purpose. It was like, well, we have a god-appointed savior, so let's just make him or her, in this case, the lord of everything, and in charge of everything nominally. They actually have no real power. It's just sort of a figurehead situation, but they do speak dragon, so we don't fuck with them.
Isn't that
Anywho.
what an autocrat is?
I think so, yes, except for the speaking
Yeah,
dragon.
Josh did just like promote
I'm a monarchist, always have
autocratic
been.
rule.
No.
Oh God! Don't say that out loud. Don't be so proud of yourself, buddy boy. Calm down.
So glad we have the tangent emoji.
Just, you keep slamming it. I see it. It's not stopping anything.
The rare
all right.
Brendan-led tangent.
Yeah.
I said.
We should appreciate this moment.
So, I must also remind our glorious, replete, and really rather dashing audience to please like, follow, and subscribe to all the things, you bloody champions. We have all the exclamation mark socials. We have things that you can follow and subscribe there. We have a YouTube where you can check out the previous episodes. It's not being updated quite as regularly at the moment because I'm not near an editing machine. And we have a Discord. If you want to come and hang out with us there, you can still, do that. I'm still able to monitor that sort of thing. Sirenscape is providing the noise that is gracing your ear holes that is not our voices. Trollog Games are one of the groups that we're affiliated with. They're fantastic beings who create TTRPGs in the online space and also in the meat space as well. They run the Castles and Crusades systems. They have a lovely Twitch channel as well. They give us loads of prizes to give away sometimes. That's really fun. And our other affiliates are Wooten Forge of the gaming accessory variety. They make things like this beautiful Jarrah Dice Keeper here with its logo embossed in the leather.
Gorgeous.
It's sexy. I love it. And check out woodenforge.com/Corsairs Cove if you want to purchase any of their beautiful products. And if you do, we get a cheeky little kickback, you bloody champions, because I don't shill, but I do have bills. Karen, could you tell us about the Ukraine, please?
I can. You may have heard about the war in Ukraine. It's been dragging on a good few years now, which gets no less depressing every time I say that aloud. Really,
Yeah.
why are we so bad at peace? But if you would like to if you would like to help support the Ukrainian refugees, you can donate to the Emergency Action Appeal. If I can remember the chat prompt. What is the chat prompt?
Ukraine.
Oh, okay. So it's
Exclamation
Ukraine.
mark Ukraine.
Cool. Yeah. Now I've remembered the chat prompt. You can follow that link, and there's a bunch of charities there that are supporting Ukrainian refugees. So you can pick and donate to your preferred cause, which would be really lovely if you can. But if you can't, don't stress about it. Cost of living fucking sucks right now. But so does being at war, so you know.
No.
If you can, that'd
Nothing's
be
great.
amazing.
Wings and roundabouts.
Yes.
The world is on fire, and we will all burn. But on the bright side, D&D!
Yeah. Let's go to a different world where the things are actually literally on fire, and that's something we can solve.
Right.
John, what happened last week?
All right. So last week, like a little bit of a recap about why we're here. So after we rescued a bunch of people from the plane of death and literally subdued dragons, we headed off to Iari to tell her about stuff.
Befriended.
Yeah, I guess.
Different word for the
eventually.
same thing.
Same thing. Yeah. Iari was almost assassinated, but we kind of just ignored that and went to Morningside instead because it was weird. However, in Morningside, we found an old friend of the group's, Sobel, who I personally, Bron, had no beef with until they backed me into a corner and whacked me around like a pinata. So that wasn't fun, but we killed them. So that was great. And then last week, we decided we needed to tell everybody in the town what happened, and they were semi-convinced. Not super convinced, though. So we all kind of pitched in. We convinced them all, and they threw us a party, and that was great. Where Kesh had a hot makeout session.
Yes,
And that was, yeah. And then we leveled up. And that was most of most of last week.
That is pretty much, yeah. You
Was
got
the
back to
makeout
Alderheart
session.
afterwards.
Oh, yes, we got back to Alderheart too.
And you did also finish clearing out the house that Sobel and Larimar were hiding in. You went upstairs. You got Charles out of the bath. You had a short chat with Mary. Julio had a short chat with his eye-dwelling elemental. And Charles about maybe getting to be part of the tree. And you also discovered that the person asleep in the bed who was still asleep in the bed 12 hours later might not have been a person, but was in fact a tongue of a mimic.
That's right. Yeah.
And then you went back to Alderheart, and you proceeded down into the node in the roots of the Alderheart, where Leandric's domain used to be, and now there is a node of Alderheart, the nascent Alderheart node, and you're going to put Charles in it, I think, is the plan.
Yeah.
So, Karen, would you mind changing the music to The Roots, I believe, is the sound effect we want. So, mateys, may you get to second base with a childhood sweetheart and all the villagers you saved not have reasonable but problematic questions about where the issue you saved them from came from in the first place, as we head tremulously at first and then with mounting heat and passion into the Humblewood. So we return to the roots of the Alderheart and the nascent material plane / Alderheart node, which was formerly the domain of the Mad Mage Leandric. Currently in attendance are 3 brand new tree elementals, the party, which technically includes an elemental named Mercy, who's living in Julio's eye, which is upsettingly normal for Julio. At this point,
we
it's
won't go
like
there.
a short stay vacation villa.
Yeah.
And a Vulpin man named Charles, who is actually an elemental as well and is uncommonly fond of baths, which is good because he's about to have another one. So I suppose the question is, how do you go about this?
Well, first, I would personally want to spend some time just before we start siphoning people in to just catch up with my my colleagues, my understudies, as it were, the old priest and the young Jerbeen, whose names I fully remember, but I just wanted to test Josh on this.
Okay, well, it is Shayax and Mihai. There you go.
You were correct. Congratulations. So
I lied. I knew you'd do that. No, it is actually Shayax and Mihai.
Yeah, it is. It sounds familiar, so I trust you. But yeah, I want to see how they're doing, any news, any issues, and 2 reasons for that. Obviously, to see if all is good, and also to give our 2 passengers a little bit of a time to get used to the vibe, see if they even want to, because it's a big decision. So
Okay,
that's what I'm
sure.
doing.
So you take Charles with you to not the
Yeah.
node, but instead the the
Yeah, the temple
the
first.
temple?
Yeah.
The temple 1st, which actually close to the life node, interestingly. And yeah, you find. So who has gone with you? Is it Julio and the rest have gone elsewhere, or because Mercy is sort of indelibly bound to Julio, but Charles is sort of a free agent, but he'd probably be sticking with Julio. I got the feeling that Eric doesn't trust Charles as far as he can bathe him, so
Eric's priority is finding somewhere safe to put the god orb.
okay. So Eric's going to put the god orb in the super secret hideout, I think, temporarily. When you get there, in the central, like, no, actually, there will be just off the central area where there is sort of the place that used to be the temple to the Titan that then you guys like treeified. There is now a little alcove in the wall with vines in front that sort of hang in front of it like a curtain, that wasn't there before. And having a look, out of just mild curiosity, you see a plinth, basically, that has been grown specifically for this purpose, you would guess. And yeah, it's like the tree knows this thing is here and is sort of preparing the way for it.
Wow, that's convenient. I was going to thank you, but I think it's you that probably wants to thank me. I'm just going to put this here.
Make a religion check, just out of.
Religion or nature or arcana?
I think this is religion.
Okay. That's a dirty 20.
Wow. Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? You do feel, you generally, I think a breeze ruffles the feathers on your back, warming, and you feel invigorated. Just recharged a little bit. I forget how many. I think. Did you still have a level of exhaustion, or were you recovered?
I don't believe I did.
No. I know one of you did. I think Julio may have had one. I could be wrong. I may be misremembering.
I don't remember. I know I got a point of corruption when in a
you
big
definitely
battle.
got that.
I don't remember
I'm referring
about
to
exhaustion.
Yeah, I could be wrong.
If I
may
was
have
exhausted,
recovered
it
from
wasn't marked anywhere.
Yeah. Well, if you were, you aren't now. Let us say if you have used any spell slots today, they are recharged.
Great. I regained 2 first levels.
There you go.
So not an egregious amount.
No, but yeah. It's like, it pats you on the back and says, no, thanks, buddy, is the equivalent. It's not a, oh my God, you are the fucking best. Yeah. It is the, no, good on you, chap. That was good of you. Thank you.
I feel like things have escalated quite rapidly in a short amount of time, at least from my perspective. From your perspective, I imagine that things have moved at a crawl, given your scope. But I suppose, regardless of whether any of us wanted or not, we're on this road, but I just wanted to make sure that this is what you want and that you're prepared to fight for it, because I think you will have to. I feel somewhat responsible for introducing Julio to you.
I just rolled. a 19.
The ego! Oh my god, I'm glad I'm not there! Oh my god.
I just rolled a 19. And a croaking voice. So yeah, old and or rather a voice made by pumping a bellows over a larynx rather than actually lungs. It's not. It doesn't have a voice box in the same way. It's this sort of this wheezing, almost mechanical breath. We are ready. We have been fighting for longer than you have existed. And looking around, a tree elemental is extricating itself from the bark. It's spinning off an elemental to have this conversation with you. It does look a bit familiar. You wouldn't say you knew her name, but it is a hedge lady. Well, yeah, that is what is left of her. The face is still there. Her stooped back is still like you go like, I think I remember that one from the running through the death plane. But you didn't know her name, I don't think. Yeah, that's what it says as this thing sort of staggers 1 foot and then like Groot, but a hedgehog.
Yeah.
So more spikes, more branches. Actually, she has like almost a little thicket on her back as she is hunched over and walking towards you. Yeah. Things are coming to a head.
Yes. I don't think anyone would argue with that.
You shall see tonight. Boraine will bring you.
Okay. I will make sure that everyone is prepared to be brung by Boraine.
A meal is being prepared.
For whom?
For you and the allies, our allies. Representatives are coming.
Representatives from where?
Of where? The plains, the amaranthines, and the material.
Okay. Good to
I
know.
make it sound like a no. It wouldn't use I. Perhaps would it say no? I don't think it would. I don't think it would say anything. Yeah, it's just providing information.
Kesh can't hear what's happening right now, but if she could, she would be like silently screaming in existential dread.
That's great. More responsibility for me.
Ooh.
Alderheart. I am not it, but part of it.
I understand.
Is grateful, but that word is not sufficient. It is and has been and has yet to be. I am still a mortal, or the mind of one. I don't fully understand. It doesn't fully understand yet. It hasn't been it yet. But it knows the time is coming. It is very close.
The planes know this too. runes have started to manifest themselves in a way that shouldn't be possible because they don't exist yet.
Time is not straight line. Or if it is, gods exist all over that line. They are the line. I think that's the best way I could explain it.
Understood. I will keep to what I understand and fight those who would oppose us.
You were the guide of this, possibly more than any other. And then it begins to glow internally, just a little bit. And it says, the tree wishes this, and I would give it freely. And if you would accept, and it reaches out in offering a hug.
Yep, I have some suspicions of what this may or may not mean, but I have no real reason to distrust the Alderheart, so I'm going to accept.
It's not meaning anything. It is a gratitude. It is, the tree can't hug you. The tree would like to. So the tree is doing so through a proxy. Yeah. As soon as the hug is, it does not leave the hug first, but it like, you know how when you can tell a hug is over? It's very natural. It's not an unnatural, like I'm hugging a tree and I'm waiting for the tree to disengage. It hugs you a normal amount and then steps back, and immediately the glow fades. It's like a light switch off, and the elemental sort of slumps and sways, and it looks like older. The cracked, gnarled bark of an older tree instead of the sapling, or the relative sapling that it was before.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Thank you. I shall leave you to your preparations.
What should I call you?
It considers. My old name doesn't really fit anymore, I think. Call me Meneth.
Meneth. Okay.
Kesh, I will go to Julio because that we actually knew what Julio was doing. Is Bron and Julio are Bron and Kesh with Julio?
Yeah, I guess Bron feels a little bit responsible for Charles because he initiated the conversation.
And
so,
I reckon Kesh also feels like she should probably supervise Charles until he is safely ensconced somewhere, because she'd feel responsible.
You did bring back at least the accomplice of a wanted criminal.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
But you could turn her over to subordinates and go with Charles.
Yeah. Basically, I'll grab probably some perch guard, actually, since we're in the city, and be like, this is whatever her name is.
Marissa Highglider.
This is Marissa. She's very important. I need you to find. Sorry, moth just flew at my face. It's all happening over here.
Protective custody arrangement situation?
Basically, yeah. And kind of like Drake's like, look, she's technically a prisoner, but she's not a prisoner because she's currently cooperating. So don't put her in a jail cell. Just put her somewhere nice where we can keep an eye on her and make sure she doesn't go anywhere without us knowing about it. Okay?
And she has 2 guards with her who were at death's door. a couple of days, well, a full day's worth of rest is what they've had. They are now sort of in a stable condition, but both are not well. One has regained consciousness enough to express they wish to remain with her, or he does anyway.
Yeah,
Jewel, I think his name
if
was.
they want to stay with her, that's cool. They're welcome to do so, as long as we know where they are and they're not off starting some shit.
Yeah.
Maybe they should have some walks near the life node. Might help them.
Maybe later.
Wouldn't be the worst idea, but let's get to that later.
Yeah.
For now, Kesh just wants everyone in like a safe place where she knows where they are, and nothing bad is going to happen by surprise.
It's being said in chat, Kesh should be given a responsibility radar. Whenever a new responsibility falls on her shoulders, she knows. I would say in this instance, actually, Kesh is like, of the three of you, probably at least second, if not third, in level of responsibility for this particular thing. She is certainly as somebody who is going to have to do something about it. But in terms of direct responsibility, she is like a distant second at least to one of the two of the others. I'm like Julio, it was Julio's idea, but Eric is the one who has actually made it possible far more than Julio has. That being said, Julio's actions will come to fruition soon, and you will see exactly what's been going on. Speaking of which, Julio, you go and see Shayax. The temple in the roots is bustling. It is big.
Time to collect the tithe. Sorry, no.
10%, bitches, 10% in the
Blades
hat.
out, slits throat. Oh, I see. I misunderstand. It's grown. It's a lot bigger. It's more that the central core is still remaining, but other grander chambers have been added. The central bit is still like, this is where we started, and we're not going to forget that. But these bits, there is sort of a grand nave next to it, and the whole area around is like, what the heck? I've been gone 24 hours. What the hell? And yeah, 2 days. But yeah, he's been gone. Yeah, 48 hours tops. He's like, what did you do? And both Shayax and Mihai have cloaks not quite as ornate, but cloaks of ivy like yours. Fewer flowers is the main differential. There are a couple of others who have lesser, sort of just a little necklace sort of vines as well, that you vaguely recognize. You're like, oh, I know. But yeah, it looks like Shayax particularly has taken this and run. I mean, admittedly, Julio spent 6 weeks primarily working on this. That was his downtime activity in between campaigns, was I'm gonna build a religion. And he is a charming and charismatic mouse. So we haven't gone into a huge amount of the depth of Julio's working in this, but yeah, you know most of the acolytes of the order. You founded an order, and it's starting to come good. And you're like, okay, this would definitely constitute this has gone beyond what I said to do. This was not actioned by Julio. The Pope did not commission this. And Shayax comes up to you and says, with more vim and vigor, he's not a young man, with quite a lot of vim and vigor, Julio, look, the tree it provides. And he says, come, I will show you. And he brings you in. Mihai is sort of walking through there. It is a temple that would seat 300 easily in pews. However, it's circular. The pews are rings like that in to delineate age in a tree, with the altar in the middle. And wandering the pews are also sort of wide enough at the moment. They're benches rather than back seats, and a lot of them are occupied by people who have sort of come here, and a lot of them have been turned into beds or benches, for sleeping on. There is at least 70 people in here.
Damn.
Families and individuals, loads of individuals, a few families, but mainly it is adults and so young people, but like adult people. Um, and about half of them are working on improving or expanding the structure in a material way that can't be grown. Several are like manufacturing furniture that can't be grown, though a lot of it has been. And Mihai is going around with her little ooze, like her pet ooze, sort of perched on her shoulder, actually sort of wearing it a little bit like it's all up one side, like a hump on her back. And it's changing color. And yeah, one part of it is like running all the way down her leg. So whenever she treads on the ground, it is in contact with the Alderheart, and it's sort of occupied one whole arm of her as well. So her left side is covered in this ooze, but there's also a good bit of it that is like a parrot. And she is going around and sort of laying her hand on empty plates, and food is like growing in it. And in her other hand is a single loaf of bread, and she is removing like chunks of bread and putting it on the plates, and then growing a whole sandwich.
That's really cool.
On each plate. And Shayak says they just sort of started arriving. A few had heard from us, from the people when you and I, we went on our walks, and we didn't send people out, but people heard and went, and it just started coming. And I just said, I think in Mihai's presence, well, I said to Mihai, we need somewhere to keep him. After the first 15 or so, there wasn't room in the temple, and most of them didn't. They were conscious, they were aware, but they didn't really think it through. It's interesting. They sort of, all of them kind of just put down what they were doing and came. Some brought tools, a few brought weapons, which interests me, but most just sort of arrived. And obviously hadn't put a huge amount of thought into their journey, a couple of which have lasted for weeks. But they're all sort of, yes, more by the hour. It started a couple of days ago. So, yes, I said that, and the following morning, well, this was here. I was in it. I woke up in it.
I am a suspicion gets into Julio's mind about this and says, have any of them mentioned having any prophetic dreams that pushed him onto the road to come here? This feels sudden.
It does, doesn't it? No, I don't believe so. Though they all, look, it's best if I just show you. This is, I think, Carmichael, wasn't it? Yes. This is Carmichael, and Carmichael is a fairly rugged-looking servant man, burn scars all down one side. He said Carmichael hails from Ashbarrow, formerly. And Carmichael sort of grunts and says, I knew this needed to come. And he holds up in his hand, he's got a battle axe across his back, worn armor, and he says, I fought in the battle when the fires came back and the aspect. The first defenders of the New Age, they fought it back and they slew it. I was there, and then I took a little keepsake, a thing I found afterwards, and sort of memorialized it. I suppose I didn't really know what I was. We were all in a bit of a strange headspace, I think. And he, around his neck, he pulls out this sort of amulet, this sort of dangling gemstone that he's wearing. It is white crystal. It is a shard of, and you can feel it from here, it's icy cold.
Is that a bit of an ice plane? Demi-plane?
So Julio, you would know that the heroes of all the first defenders of Alderheart, the first team, Jude, Nevermore, Trish, and Bannock, fought and slew the aspect of fire the first time using a shard of ice elemental as a weapon. Basically stabbed it, and the shard shattered, as did the fire elemental. And most of those shards were gathered up. In fact, Eric gathered them, quite a few of them himself, as did Cash. This was evidently one they missed. And he says, I knew it just sort of had to be here and needed protecting. You can feel the cold of this thing from where you are, a couple of feet away from him. He's holding it in his hand. It would be giving him frostbite. And yet it does not appear to be.
Is Bron with me?
I think so.
Yeah, I would like to turn to Bron and kind of oh shit, everything's frozen. Hello?
Yeah, no.
I can hear you.
We can hear you.
Oh, everyone's video is just frozen, so I thought I'd get booted. Yeah, so I will just quietly speak to Bron and say, we mentioned that we might need anchors, bits of elements of other planes to extend the routes to. I think this is Alderheart gathering people that would give us that opportunity.
Yeah, that seems like it. I reckon we could do that with this.
Yeah. Carmichael, would it be okay for me to take this to the Sanctum to present it to Alderheart?
Carmichael says, yeah, I suppose. It feels like it needs to be here, but everyone who's touched it has been burnt by it. It's so cold.
What about you?
I don't want you to get hurt. Well, I'm fine. I think it's a bit... I'm used to it. I guess. Or maybe that I'm wearing it is what makes me able to wear it.
Interesting.
I
turned to Bron, the other
I live up in the mountains now, and everybody else gets cold. I just don't.
Ron, would you be able to take a look? What can it do?
Yeah, let's have a look.
So identify.
Just seeing if I've remembered it. I don't know if I took it this thing because I thought we were fighting. So nope.
So did I.
Well, isn't it like yesterday we were fighting and today's like a new day?
That's true.
You leveled up, so
I did. Sure. Let's say I took. Let's say
I have changed my spells. We have fought a mimic this morning, but none of us expected that, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think you were operating on the. I hope we get a few days off.
That would be nice.
Oh yeah. So let's say I know I have identify. Here we go. It's a ritual spell anyway.
We did have a conversation, albeit about detect magic, but
Yes.
we
I do have that. Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
So identify. You cast as a ritual, taking 10 minutes, or are you just going to cast it?
I'm just gonna cast it because weirdly it doesn't show up, even though it is a ritual. It doesn't show up unless I actually take the spell. Anyway, D&D Beyond.
I think certain classes have to have it prepared to be able to cast it as a ritual spell. Druid is like that, so Artificer is probably like that too.
It's not like Wizard.
I think it's Wizard is the only one that you can ritual cast if it's not prepared. I think every other class. Yeah, it's because it's in your book. That's the primary benefit, or one of the few really good things about being wizards. They're not. I think wizards are a bit underpowered. But anyway,
depends on the subclass. Some subclasses are really fucking good.
Yeah. So I'm going to use my tools, basically. Yeah, I'm going to measure it
Bron,
and do all of that stuff.
It is a straight up shard of the plane of water.
Cool. Yeah, I definitely confirm that with Julio. Be like, yep, this is exactly what we think it is.
Technically it's a demi-plane. It is the plane of it's air and water. It's it's primarily water, but it's got some air in it. And yeah, it basically you can tell that Carmichael is attuned to it, and it's giving him essentially cold immunity.
Damn, fancy.
Yeah.
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 Cool. Yeah. So I pass that information on and say, look, if we do take this, you might feel the cold again, buddy.
I'd be fine with it if it'll help the tree. That's why I came. I came to help the tree. If the power in it will help the tree, take it. That's the point. That's why I came.
That is very honorable and generous of you. I think you should be part of our ritual if you'd like to follow us into the sanctum.
Okay. Yeah. And Shias goes, so there are so far I've seen 3 others of those. And a couple more of the red ones, similar but red. I presume from the same
We are
event.
fucking rich.
Yeah.
In that case, I would like to, with Ron's help, like gather the people who have brought elemental like shards or anything like that, and I would take them to the sanctum, and we would offer them up to the tree node.
I suppose if is Kesh there?
Yep.
Kesh,
Oh,
it would
beautiful.
probably occur to you that there would be a reason why these, like, if these people have those, what's so special about everybody else?
Yeah.
Julio,
There's like 70
Yes.
people in this room.
might be worth checking if anyone else has brought any
Okay.
unusual things
Yeah, that's
they
very
felt
fair.
suddenly compelled to,
Any cool shit?
to
Okay.
bring forth.
I kind of like
feeling.
stretch. I stretch a little bit. Like, time to use that new podium of ours. Watch me work. And I take the center of the room, and I'm like, this thing like turn. Is it like a rotating one so everyone can see my beautiful smile? What is this?
It's kind of a raised platform. It actually comes to a gentle hill in the middle so everyone can see, but it's also got a sort of amphitheater-like aspect. No, sorry, yeah, it would be down. So everyone can see. And so the audio effect is brilliant. But it's very much an equality. There are rings and but it's a soft slope. You're only about 10 feet down from the back, but everyone can see you. And you gather attention. It is not difficult. As you sort of it's like the center is kind of avoided. If someone goes there, it's because they want to tell people stuff.
Yeah.
So you step into the middle, and the hush sort of falls upon this space.
Okay. Welcome. Some of you might see me for the first time, but I'm Julio Switchgear. I'm the herald of Alderheart's will, as it were, for now at least. We started this place a few months ago, and, well, just like a flourishing flower, it continues to spread and grow. And I believe that all of you felt the pull to be here, because that is Alderheart's will. And all of you have a special power. Your kindness, your belief in Alderheart, that is why you're here. So, dark times are coming, and I do not wish to burden you with horrible details, but I will say that Alderheart gathers us here because together we are stronger, and all of you come here for a reason. If there's anything you wish to share, if there is a vision or some sort of magic or anything you feel compelled to do, please let me know. I'm here to facilitate all of you to do the good that I know we can.
There is a sort of a low rustle of voices sort of recommence. You've kind of just shed some light on. They didn't really. A lot of them didn't know why they were here. They just knew that they should be. One of the first to approach you is a Jabin woman in armor. The armor of a paladin of Gaspard.
Oh shit! Okay.
Oh
boy.
And she's she's a hare in appearance, quite tall for a Jabin, and yeah, broad in the shoulder, but quite an elegant woman, and you would say mid-20s, and she introduces herself. Yeah, I'm Jenna.
Hello, Jenna.
My father sent me.
Sorry, what was the last thing? I didn't hear.
My father sent me to represent him in this. He has a vested interest in this and would see it done. I think some of my other siblings may be on their way.
Are you all followers of Gaspard?
It's rude to not be if you're his daughter.
Oh, your father as in Gaspard?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
She's
Can
like,
I roll a religion? Can I is that done? Do we heal? Is he like Zeus, just like fucking and spreading the seed around? What is this?
you can.
Is that
roll
what you're
religion
being,
if you
right?
like.
I would probably know something about it. Okay, I got a 16 plus 6, 20.
You should also ask if all of her siblings' names start with J.
It's just a gumming theme in Jabin's. She lowers her voice. I think with a 22, did you say?
Yeah, 22.
I think it's more because if you've had some experience in religion now, than a common thing about Jabins would know. Not all Jabins would know this, but the Amaranthines are not gods. They are immortal deity level, but lower deity. They are not true immortal. Omnipotence is not what they are. Gaspard is one of the more grounded. He is semi-regularly around and has a particular interest in the Humblewood. He's been sighted within the last year in the wood itself. It is legends, stories are told of Gaspard taking a fancy, taking a liking to a particular warrior, or he is a bit fluid as well. He'll match his form to that of the liking of the person that he kind of has a time with, and it is rumored, and this is all it is, that Gaspard has it is thought that many of the Amaranthines have mortal children. A good number, though by no means all, of Astorials are the children of the Catholic term for it would be Nephilim, the children of angels, and that's kind of the vibe. They're very much mortal. They take after their human or their mortal parents significantly more, but yes, they have a likelihood of being aligned and revering their deity parent. So
imagine if you didn't.
It's not unheard of, but it would be. She doesn't go like. she doesn't say it loudly. She's like, she chuckles and says it would be weird to not follow my father. She's like, it's not that she's ashamed of it, she just doesn't like spreading it around.
Yeah. Unlike Gaspar.
Like
Anyway.
your father, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
The last
You
time
are-
Gaspard was seen, he was taking
Uh-huh.
Jude Littlefoot away.
Away. Yeah.
Dude, and
That's what I
Jude's
call it.
mum, actually.
He's freaky like that. I see. Okay. Okay. Yeah, very Zeus-coded. Okay. Well, you and your siblings are very, very welcome here. I have not
None of them
had the
arrived yet.
pleasure. I have not had the pleasure of speaking to your father, but I know that some of his kin, as it were, see our ambition with Alderheart as something worthy, and I would very much like to hear the counsel of you and your people once they arrive. You're very welcome to stay here and wait for them.
We, I believe that our strength is being added to that of which you are gathering. We came to give on behalf of our father in the manner that I believe one of the other Amaranthines has already given to you.
Yeah. I nod.
It will take a lot to do this thing, and
Okay.
so much is going to try and stop it.
Good.
Okay.
The aspect of fire, the scorched grove, that was a warm-up, my friend. It's called an extinction burst. When these things know they're losing anything, when something is on its last legs, it fights back harder. It gets a bear cornered. It's that.
Yeah.
That's what's happening here. They do not want this. Which
Okay.
is all the more reason for us to give everything to make it happen.
Thank you. Thank you for this warning. I will address everyone once more and say, as we are gathering our forces, everyone who comes here with the will to help will have their place here. But be wary, as we're gathering a lot of power for Alderheart. Some might see that as a threat. So take care and look out for each other. I think soon we'll all begin the ritual, but for now, gather your strength. And personally, I'm like, I look at my friends, I'm like, hey, we totally should talk to Eric about this. This is some big ritual magic here, and I don't know shit about that. So we gotta talk.
He gonna be pissed if we don't.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't do it.
He's
if
gonna
he's
be
not here,
pissed
is
when
the
we
thing.
do, but he's gonna be more pissed if we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Julio, in your eye, Mercy says, I'm cut off. Charles is not. Everything he can see, it can see.
Oh shit. Okay. Good to know. Hey, Charles. Hey, Charles.
Yes. It's lovely
Yeah.
here. You know,
Yeah,
I really
so-
do love the idea of joining this. Giving what I can, everyone else is giving. I'll happily give what I have left.
Yeah, that's really cool, Charles. You're still connected to your master plane.
Yes,
So we have to
yes.
deal with that first.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah.
the best way to do that would be
That's
for
not good.
to sort of connect me up to this. I would
Well, first I think we need to first cut you off from the previous order.
well, how do you
think
propose to
that's
go
how
about
it
doing that?
Well, I think we should talk to Eric. And also, hey, Bitchmo Plane, I'm talking to you through Charles. Yeah, yeah, we're doing shit. Come at me.
I really don't get it notice. Charles looks terrified.
Okay.
He was no, don't draw its attention. Once it knows once it knows I'll turn on you, and I don't want that.
Can we just, like, shove him in the water thing quickly? Like,
I
do
think
it
that
now?
would be best.
Yeah. Do you want to just take a
I
bath?
don't want to do that without Eric. I feel we gotta get.
Eric's interaction wouldn't be particularly long. He could definitely get here around this time if you had said we're going to put Charles in the bath. We're just going to check out the thing first.
Yeah.
Would Eric be on his way?
After that conversation with Meneth, Eric had a couple of things that he wanted to do. It's not mega urgent for this event, but it seems appropriate. But he would like to try and track down a jewel encrusted goblet worth 1,000 gold. More importantly,
that's very specific.
He wants yes, it is so that he can cast Hero's Feast.
Right.
Either a part of this god dinner, or just by itself because it's a really useful spell. But that was what kind
does it
of
consume it?
That. It does. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm a jeweler. Bron's a jeweler. So as long as we've got jewels in a cup, I can probably smack them together.
Yeah, I mean, finding the jewels is probably
the hard part. Yes.
Thing. But it's like a lower level concern, but something that Eric just wanted to start kind of the groundwork on finding some jewels and stuff.
I mean, the family probably owns one. In terms of actually locating, I don't know that Alderheart could, as in the city rather than the tree, could stump that up. It's still very much financially recovering. It was like, I don't know if we've got 1,000 just lying around, buddy, for functionally a dinner.
He has 420 just by himself. It's more about finding the item than it is about funding it.
Sure.
But
finding absolutely doable.
Yeah, great. So he knows that it can be found. It's just a conversation of putting the money together to get it, and with the team wants that, so we can have that conversation. Having been told, hey, there's a god dinner happening tonight, he would probably send word to the tender halls, just to say, hi, I would like a 2IC on this. I'm essentially the boss tender now by de facto, but I have other vested interests, so I want another person representing us there. And then after that, he would make a beeline to the rest of the group, probably assuming that they're doing separate things, particularly Cash. But would probably go first to the Life Node Temple, knowing that's almost certainly where Julio and Brun would be, just to give them the warning of what's happening tonight.
Daria, Robojax has redeemed a D4 bonus for you, but I think Karen's already put it up, so thank you very much for that.
I have popped it up for you, yes.
Thank you so much.
Eric, you find a bustling, it almost unrecognizable. You're like, okay, and I feel like Eric would be like, yeah, no good.
How do I feel like space itself has kind of been stretched to fit this inside of where it once was? Am I getting TARDIS-y vibes?
No, more like the tree has just hollowed out a little bit more of itself.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just moved some stuff around, emptied the pool.
Mhm. Had a colonic irrigation, so things are nice and neat.
Yeah, absolutely. It smells great. It really does smell great, actually. It smells like fresh. It smells like a forest in spring, just after rain. There's like damp leaf matter and moss, and it is incredibly alive. The lighting in the roots generally has improved. Something I hadn't really ever gotten into because it's underground. That ooze that was infesting Leandric's domain has increased as it is functionally a moss-eating like living ooze algae thing that emits a soft blue light. And yeah, now it is there are clumps of it forming in every major sort of intersection in the roots, to the point where nowhere is permanently dark. It's dim. You couldn't read by it at night, but yeah, it's starlight essentially, or moonlight. Yeah, everything is dim light, or better down here now. But the area around this temple is suffused with this soft, cool blue light that you could absolutely read by. You might strain your eyes after a while, but you could read a letter or something in there without any great difficulty. And yeah.
Am I particularly sensitive to extraplanar things?
I would say you're quite aware of them. I don't know if you're necessarily attuned to them. I would think you're very
walking into this room full of planar attuned items, would I inherently notice that?
The plane that they're attuned to is this one.
The ice shards,
that.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, probably. I don't know if you necessarily would inherently, but Kesh, once told about it, goes, "Oh shit, that's what that is." And yeah, I don't know if, again, I think you would have a similar vibe. Kesh goes, "Yeah, there's a whole bunch of that."
Hey, Kesh, just out of curiosity, apologies in advance for the headache. Do you want to do that thing where you can notice elementals and see?
It's like,
no, that's probably a bad idea.
No, it's a good call. It's a good call. Give me a sec while I rustle up my inventory. What's it called again?
Oh, and while Cash does that, we just catch Eric up on everything we talked about. Hey, there's Gaspard kids, there's all kinds of shit. And also Charles is still
elemental alarm.
Wi-Fi.
Stop going off.
Primeval awareness is what I need to do.
Yeah. Is it a spell slot to burn?
Yes.
Yeah.
To sense whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fey, fiends, or undead are present within 1 mile of you, or up to 6 miles if you are in your favored terrain.
There is.
End of sentence.
There is 4 celestials. Elementals, it's actually getting a little hazy. It's hard to count. And it's non-specific about about proximity, as long as it's within 6 miles. I actually think the level up of that, if you're in your favorite domain, makes less helpful if you expand the area. It's like 6 miles. I'm like, that's not useful data. That is a 12 miles diameter circle that I can. That's
unless
in the Humblewood. That's like
a
day's travel. Yeah. So I would say the level up, if you're in your favorite terrain, I'd give you proximity.
Cool.
And so, but I'll give you like levels of it. So sort of within a kilometer, within half a kilometer, within 100 meters. Within 100 meters of you is 2 celestials, is 7 elementals, which is nowhere near as many shards as you have been told are there. 1 is definitely Julio. A second is Eric. And A third is Charles. Borain and one of the other tree elementals are also present. That accounts for 5 of the 7. There is one undead in the room with you. And within a kilometer, there is also a dragon.
So, I can see that Kesh is having a moment. So while Kesh collects her thoughts, I have just the VIP item which I have held uncomfortably close to myself for a number of hours. That is now safe. I have had a conversation with Alderheart via a lovely head-shaped elemental named Meneth. The Alderheart is throwing a party tonight, and I know it seems like, oh, this right now, what we're a part of is the party. This isn't the party.
This is the pre-drinks.
The Alderheart either has summoned or is expecting to have an audience with a number of Amaranthine and representatives of other planes tonight. I got the impression of a dinner party as opposed to a melee. And our presence is not just requested but expected. Kesh, your mind has been so blown that you are not making sounds when you open your mouth.
It's just screaming. It's very high pitched.
Okay. Alright. Oh, I'm just gonna sit down for a sec.
Yes.
And Kesh kind of sits down and puts her head between her knees.
It's quite wrenching.
Yeah. So, Eric, while Kesh is heaving, I think the big thing to do is beef up the
Good night,
security
Watcher
here. We need to make sure that everyone who comes in is, checked out in terms of their elemental alignment, because soon enough we're gonna have a lot of people here that we can't control all at once. And when the time for ritual comes, when people pour their energy into Alderheart, we need precautions from anyone attacking us.
Sorry.
We
also,
are security.
Well, we need more. Can you call in tenders?
Sure, yes, I can, but realistically, no one in the tender halls, and I imagine nobody in the Perch Guard or associated with Spear other than us, will be equipped to fight anything along the lines that we have been fighting recently, let alone assuming that there will be a massive jump in aggression. Is the ritual being planned to happen tonight? Because otherwise, what I would recommend for security and for these people's safety is to disperse them. Because whatever
did you just say
might...
that tonight Alderheart is gathering people? That's it. That's
not
the thing.
people. Amaranthine and
yeah,
planes.
that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Yeah. That's the big energy call.
It didn't occur to me that that would be the ritual to ascend the Alderheart.
Borain, who is not involved in this conversation, shouts across the room at you. It's not.
No.
And then he shrugs
Thanks,
like, I have no
Borain.
idea what you're talking about, but apparently it's not.
Oh, okay. That's
So-
funny.
I understand that it will be a nightmare logistically, but if we are expecting extraplanar entities who may or may not wish us harm in this place, the safest place for all these other people is to not be here.
It's not here. Sorry, I have no idea for context, but it's not here. It'll be in the branches.
Okay.
Oh,
Great. Okay. So, fuck what I just said.
He actually comes over. He says, "I'm sorry. I'm getting a download. I will lead you." Oh, I see. All right. I will lead you when it is time. Some representatives are already here. One is already making herself very comfortable. Others, I think you may have. There will be, I believe, 8 attendees other than yourselves. But interested parties is the. Wow, that's very exciting. First I've heard of it, I'll be honest. Oh, I see. All right. Yes. This is a gathering that has been accounted for and their protection has been sorted. Yes. They can look after themselves, frankly. And Alderheart can sense intent. To that end, it says Charles needs a bath quickly.
Okay, bath time
Yeah.
for Charles. Got it.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he's
What's
still
happening with
connected.
Charles?
He's still connected to the plane. We didn't want to.
He's
Yeah, we
the
didn't
more
want
I
to.
hear, he's definitely not near you because he has absented himself. If you did not, he has gone and sat in a
He's just over
corner
like, la,
with
la,
his
la, la, la.
hands over.
If
dead
I
set
am
with
having
his
a
hands over his
conversation
ears.
about Charles, I'm not having it near Charles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Got it.
so he's still connected to the plane. We were going to bath him earlier. We didn't want to do it without you, just in case there was something
Just
we
in
had
case
forgotten to
stuff
do.
happened.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. DM, my gut says part of what we want to do is feed elementals and other parts of planes to the Alderheart to strengthen its roots in those planes. So
Yep.
it makes sense to me to that end that Charles is not disconnected.
Yep.
Great.
Yep.
Nothing else needs to happen with Charles. We want him to remain connected to the airplane so that he can serve as a conduit for the Alderheart.
Oh, fun.
So
well, he's not there.
let's make this happen right now. Charles!
Yes.
Bath time!
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love
Your
baths.
favorite.
Yes.
I just, my brain just pictured that bit in the Road to El Dorado where the evil guy kicks the leader of the guards into the things like Dean's body and just poof and he just falls. But I would never be so rude as to do that to Charles. No,
No, he's happy. So you go. You go and
Borain,
give Charles
is
a bath.
there an appropriate place for us to baptize Charles?
Yes. The note.
Please lead the way.
No, come. And he leads. Yeah. Cash, do you share the data you acquired?
Yeah, I'm just like, by the way, and it's like quietly, so Charles can't hear me. I'm like, by the way, there are like 2 celestials and 7 elementals in here.
Celestials, that might be the kids of the
Gaspar?
those
Gaspar?
Amrithine who like to fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, there's also one undead thing and a dragon, which we might.
That's really cool.
The dragon is not in the room, but it is in the tree.
Yeah, there's a dragon.
Okay.
The dragon
we do
doesn't
have a-
particularly surprise me.
We do have a dragon like on speed dial.
We do.
I could just do a sending and say, hey, this you?
And who's the? I would know. What's the name of the Amaranthine that has been talking to Kesh, and that this dragon has said, "Oh yeah, that's my friend."
Half. Yeah.
That might be Hath.
Yeah. Could
It
be.
would make sense for Hath to be present at this thing,
Yes.
It was.
and
Yes. Can you find someone if you like sense them? Can you like radar like?
No, it doesn't work like that. It really just gives me the general vibes, not the specific to the meter location data.
Hmm.
You've got to upgrade to the next model for that.
In
I see.
theory, I could find specific people or entities,
Ask
but
him.
I would need to sleep about that. And to be honest, I don't think it's going to be necessary.
I'm
Yeah,
dreadfully
yeah,
dry.
yeah.
Come along then.
Yes.
He's still
Bath
like la
time.
la 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 la. The wood elementals have been spreading through the woods, spreading through the roots as well, speaking to people and spreading the word. Though clearly Shikes and Mihai have them beat on that. They report that at first people were hesitant, and then with the notion that of what is essentially a physical afterlife, and eventually sublimating their personalities into that of the tree is what Borain just sort of tells you about on the way. Though many welcome the notion of staying close to family and home after death. They have been very specifically careful not to preach or spread fears of the alternatives. Borain, particularly, well, all three of them know exactly what does happen after, and whilst it is sort of known, it's not necessarily particularly particularly considered. It's sort of like
It's bad
it's sort of
form
like-
to talk about that stuff.
it's sort of like how Christians notionally believe in hell but don't really believe in hell, because if you actually believed in eternal damnation, you would not do
Yeah.
anything bad. Like it's like, I mean, it probably won't happen to me. It's that level of
Yeah.
Um,
You also wouldn't shut the fuck up about it to your friends.
honestly, yeah, if you were a good
Yeah.
Christian who genuinely believed in eternal damnation, you would try your level best to save people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I actually do give a certain amount of respect to the Jehovah's Witnesses and the Mormons and that. They're genuinely actually trying. Anyway, you enter the node, and pretty much there is minimal ceremony. It's Charles goes in and says, "Oh, this is lovely. Oh, splendid. What a marvelous bath." And he says, "Well then, it's been a pleasure. Mercy, see you in a mo." And Doodle Pip. And as he enters the pool, Charles
Stop
looks up
talking!
coolly. He enters the pool and says, "Oh, that is lovely. I haven't felt that warm in a terribly long time." And he's sort of sitting there. The water does begin to glow. And he says, I just want you all to know, I feel awful about this. And as he says this, ghostly, smoky roots begin to snake out from him. The water of the pool swiftly turning a milky white as his form begins to swell and bulge. Swirling tendrils leach out of the walls and floor, sort of just building in towards him. The mossy ground roiling as if fighting for control. There was like tremors and almost ripples in the soil, rippling out from him. The moss sort of retreats like the waves and then like washes backwards and forwards from him. At first, he seems wrapped in a whirlwind, his fur ruffled by an unseen gale. Then his fur flies off, and beneath is a form of smoke and terror. Leaves whisk around inside his form, and plates of bark jump from the walls to clad his bloated limbs, just sort of like gathering bits of the tree to clothe himself. The tree begins to quake. "So keen were you to steal their souls, you opened the door for me. I shall not allow this. Upstart, this plane is ours, and I will have it back." Its voice roars. Dozens of different tones built into a cacophony of pain and rage. Charles is barely recognizable now, and he takes a step out of the pool, which is itself quite drained. He towers over you, 25 feet tall, his smoky body partially covered in bark, seemingly intent on pulling the whole tree apart.
I don't recall
Roll
asking for your
initiative.
permission.
Guys, don't you love it when the DM uses DM speak to say, you should do this, and then says, you fools, why would you do this?
Why would you put him in the pool? Oh!
Dumbass!
No, I didn't
Personally,
say that.
I'm feeling
is-
incredibly vindicated.
Hey, I
We
always
should
say
never
you
have
should separate
trusted
them
someone
first.
called Charles.
DM is the one that said, no, you totally shouldn't separate them. Wink, wink, wink. I fucking know what you are.
This was a good idea. You just have to survive it.
Oh, I
Stand by
sucked.
this.
It's just a 12.
I need to have a bio break, but I'm 21.
We're going to go for a short break once I get all the numbers.
Brandon really thinks I believe that he's 21. Okay.
Wow.
Look at your beard. You're
Charles,
at least
Honestly,
Charles
if
got-
I shaved all of this, you would believe it.
egg.
That's true. Charles got a nat 1. That-
Ooh, nice.
What an idiot.
getting that out of the way.
I got a 9. Doing great.
Good.
I got a
Nice.
dirty
So-
20.
Bron. Eric?
I got 21.
21. So Eric first. Would one of you please roll for the elementals? Bron gets a 20.
Brandon, you have the best luck. I believe. Because we all sucked.
DM, I'm asking for something a bit cheeky. Is there any chance during that whole big fucking predictable monologue I was able to summon hope?
Yeah. I think Eric's initial response is, fuck
Yeah.
this. He's like, kind of saw it coming, but we did need to do it. Yeah. How did we do for the elementals?
What bonus do they have? Any?
They have a 0.
Okay, great.
The dex is not great.
16.
16
Nice.
for
Nice.
elemental co. 16. Then it was Julio with a 12.
Yes, sir.
12. Cash with a 9. And the big bad evil guy with a 5.
Oh,
There's also a
plus
3
4.
there in chat if you needed another initiative or whatever.
Oh, thank you. Yes, is Charles. Charles / the plane of air itself manifesting to stop this. If anybody's curious, this is what a tree / air elemental would look like. Because this is a demi-plane it's trying to create. And we will have a short little breaklet there. Come back for a combat.
Yes, sir.
Woo.
Take us away, my love.
Okay.
Karen.
We'll see you all shortly. Bye-bye.
Vast ahoy and good day once again to ye mateys. I'm Josh the Pirate and we're back for some more Humblewood. Hey Tony. Tony just got a 7-stream watch streak, which is pretty cool. Neat. Thank
Nice.
you very much, Tony, for
Wow.
joining us, you bloody
Which means
champion.
Tony spent a lot of time watching me panic in Skyrim.
So because I'm friends with Tony on Steam, it tells me that Tony has recently played Skyrim, which means Tony has gone like, oh yeah, Skyrim is fucking awesome. Hey, I'm going to play that too. And we were just talking about that earlier. So yeah, Skyrim is one of those games that does that. We've just entered a combat, a completely unpredictable combat that no one could have seen coming.
No.
But trust me, for narrative and for actually like logic reasons, it does have to happen. And it was a good thing that the DM wasn't just like, hey, you have to. This wasn't. I feel
The
maligned.
DM did do that, but
No.
I'm not angry about it.
Good. Good, so just so we're all clear. Good. Alrighty. So, yeah, combat has begun. A giant tree air elemental, who used to be called Charles, who probably still is a bit somewhere deep down, is stomping out of the drained remains of the material node in the Leandric's old domain. The area is about 120 feet across and roughly circular. There is a single exit on the right-hand side, and the pool, now mostly drained, sits in the center. The conduit is the only piece of real terrain. There is a sort of, I think I described last time, just a piece of metal tubing that was too large to easily remove. The rest has been extracted, and it's really the last element that Leandric had put in there. But it's sort of this ridged piping, and it forms a 4-foot high lump that pretty much bisects the room. So you could get sort of partial cover behind it, but little more than that. The ceiling is domed and 60 feet up. Yeah, there you go. And we rolled for initiative before we went out, and it is Eric first. Eric, whilst the airplane was going like, haha, dickheads, Eric's like, I don't actually care what you have to say, and summons his Phoenix. The Phoenix arrives a little bit bigger than last time. The Phoenix is, full-bore hawk-sized.
Cool.
And lands on your shoulder.
Great. Hope let's end this thing with this fucking plane. I am going to cast Guardian of Nature.
Oh,
Nice.
4th level. Let's not fuck around. Let's channel the tree
let's do this.
to end this thing.
Yeah.
I
Takes a tree to
am
kill a tree.
obviously transforming using the Great Tree transformation.
Hell yeah.
My leaves harden and connect together and form bark, and other leaves and things. And
raid.
so
Ooh,
Ah.
Shadow
Raid.
Legends.
we've been pegged. Oh no!
Oh no,
Swirly.
how
It's
horrible.
far too early for that.
With no
Or
warning.
How dare you, Jack? How dare you
Much like
peg us
Charles.
so squarely? As long as it's by someone who's jacked. Jack, thanks very much for the Radiant Blooded Champion. Good on you guys. Thank you for joining us. We are back in the wood. We are trying to take that god energy that they siphoned off your party and put it into the tree at this point. But they got a little sidetracked, and now there's a bloke called Charles who just wanted a bath, and turns out he's now a giant, literally gargantuan elemental. I got to write that in the stat block, which was fun. So that's what they're fighting. It's going super well. Just debriefing. You carry on, buddy. Eric turns into a tree to fight the tree thing, and
10
sends his...
temporary hit points, con saves with advantage, dex and wisdom attack rolls with advantage. I don't know if this thing is going to care about difficult terrain, but 15 feet around me is difficult terrain for my enemies.
That.
Nice.
That's a bonus action. And so I am going to I can only do a cantrip, I can't do a leveled spell, so I'm going to cast Produce Flame and attack this fucker with advantage.
Yep.
I forgot to roll with advantage, but the first one was a 19 and the second was so 29 to hit.
29 to hit does. Me, you'd fucking hope.
Yeah.
DM frantically increases armor class of creature.
14 points of fire damage plus the D8 bonus from Hope is a 7, so 21 points of fire damage. I assume that it is not resistant to fire damage, but if it is, my
not.
feat overcomes resistance.
Yeah. I don't bother making things resistant to it anymore.
Well, thank you for
No,
making my feat choice redundant,
No.
Josh.
Well, it's partially made
No,
of
I
wood,
know.
man.
Yes. Great. That is my turn.
That's what you do. Love it. Cool. It now has less than 400 hit points.
Oh, fun.
Good. Now it's Bron's turn. You may be muted. If not, he's just not talking.
I'm sorry. Yes, I was just figuring out which one's better. So I am going to begin by casting a spell I just learned, a little one I like to call Haste,
Nice.
on me.
Sure.
Yep, cool. So my armor class is now
Bron begins
25.
the process of casting
Damn.
the 8 spells that make him amazing.
no,
Yeah.
at least just this one. But I do have a hasted action this turn, so I can whack it twice.
Nice.
Nice.
Sure.
So I'm
So
gonna.
you step forward.
Yep. And I'm gonna punch it twice with my thunder gloves.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's roll that. Ooh, 16 plus 12, 28 to hit.
Does.
Great. Cool. Where is this? A D8 plus 7. Oh, 8 plus 7, 15 thunder damage.
Yep. You, as the first fist pounds down into like shin, at most, the boom reverberates around you in the room, and you are almost thrown backwards. And then you feel that thunderous energy sucked into it.
I think
And,
it did more. It did less.
Very,
it didn't do
very
anything.
little. It didn't look like it did a thing.
Well, fine. I do get 2 attacks per attack, so if that's all right, I'm gonna pull out the Warhammer, I guess.
Sure.
And smack it with that instead.
This is at
Okay.
least partially the airplane. Keep in mind thunder and lightning.
And lightning, yeah. We know this, I forget. Cool. 26 to hit?
26
Bam.
Great.
does with the Warhammer.
Yes.
This is the special Warhammer that you have presumably recharged.
I actually, when we slept, put it onto my Thunder Gauntlets instead. They had the special +2 to damage and attack. So this is just a regular Warhammer at this point in time.
Oh, I see. Not the Warhammer, not the battle pick, not the exploding battle axe. Okay, sure.
Yeah. I assume
I-
that's in the works. That's being
Yeah,
worked on. Yeah.
very well. Yeah, you do that.
Cool. This one is a 5 plus 4. 9. 9 hammer damage.
So bludgeoning.
Yeah. That one.
Bron pounds him with his right hand and just boom. Then the raw force of it just gets sucked in, and he goes, okay. Quite, but very fast. Like Bron for Bron, it's not fast. It's like you're at normal speed and everything else is slowed down. You're like, okay. Very like workman-like, just okay, noted, okay, fair, smack. And Bron, the exact fucking same thing happens.
Motherfucker. Oh, that's annoying.
Sorry.
Oh, boy.
What type of damage did you just do?
Bludgeoning.
So,
So-
not
Magic-
bludgeoning, not fire, yeah?
It is also regular
magical?
bludgeon. No. So maybe magical melee will be fine.
Is Josh okay?
I think maybe we may
I
have
think
lost
we've
our
lost
DM.
the DM.
Time to kill real quick! You got so
Josh
much.
is
Quick,
so
if anyone-
smug in their victory that they have
He's just
decided they don't
tapped
need to
out.
do anything else.
If anyone wants
Yeah,
to say
yeah,
anything
yeah.
mean about Josh, now's the time. Quick.
And then we
Oh,
do
he's
4
stinky
million
sometimes.
damage.
We kill Charles in a single blow, and everyone claps.
Yay!
Yippee!
The
we
end.
continue
Oh shit!
to waterboard
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
So that's Josh posting his Corso's Cove now. There has been a blackout.
Oh
where
shit!
he is.
Oh shit!
That
that's
explains why the
exciting.
last image of Josh was dark.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
what I thought happened.
I did wonder. I was
Well,
like,
okay. While we're waiting, so let's summarize. We know that bludgeoning non-magical does not work. Fire does not work?
Fire does work just fine.
Just, okay, so what else doesn't work? Do we know?
Thunder, lightning.
Thunder, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyone could have predicted that.
Oh, wow.
I'm kidding.
Wow.
I imagine any form of non-magical damage will probably
Be shit.
be completely immune to.
I am planning to try Wither and Bloom, which is a necrotic damage. If that's anything.
that would be interesting.
I don't have any reason to believe that wouldn't work.
Yeah, but also, nobody has been
Particularly
hit
because
with
it's
it yet.
part plant now. So I think Wither and Bloom, is that more effective against plant creatures? Or am I thinking Blight?
I think you're thinking of
I think it is.
Wither and Bloom, one creature. No, it's non-magical vegetation in the area of withers, but
Okay.
he's very magical. I would say.
Yeah.
I also, I probably will leave that for the
Ooh.
second turn because then if someone is
I'm
hit,
Josh now.
I can
Wahahaha.
No!
Yeah, Wither and Bloom
Sorry.
is better for later.
yeah.
The other thing that I wanted to point out was I have posted the weird potions that we have in our Discord chat.
Yeah.
It went so well last
Which
time.
which I've just been holding because I think that is most convenient. But I don't think it's a huge deal unless Josh says otherwise for us to say if there's a potion that you want to use that you can have grabbed it beforehand.
D&D
Otherwise,
Beyond
Just
now
get it
has
from
a
me.
cool. Yeah, D&D Beyond now has a party inventory thing, which is
Oh, that's
pretty
handy.
useful.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Great.
I just don't want to have to put them all in there. All right.
Yeah, fair.
So, sorry about that. Yeah,
That's
Ron,
fine.
you've learned a whole bunch of its resistances and immunities.
Mhm. Well,
Nice.
I just put
Bron,
the
the man
hammer
of
away.
science, as you've always been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit things until
tested
they
the
find
hypothesis.
stuff out. There we go. Alrighty. Now, because it's turn 20,
Shit.
I need a D3 in chat, please. To decide which of the lair effects happen.
Oh shit. Chat, be kind. Be kind.
It
to
should
us.
not get lair effects. It's on our fucking turf.
It's our lair.
Yeah, right.
It's
Whose lair
literally
is this?
it's literally eating your lair and making it its own.
I-
rolled a
He's
2.
eating my mom. He's eating my lair.
Okay.
Mum
from
says it's my
now-
turn in the lair.
so it's really lucky that 2 of the big spellcasters went first because Curse of Silence is now in effect.
Oh shit.
All of the magic in the room, sort of the magic in the air, and this place is suffused, deadens. It is like, it's like going into a total immersion, a total suspension tank, so you nothing else around you, but it's magically. Casting any leveled spell
Shit.
this turn will require a wisdom save to successfully cast.
Wisdom.
And a fail
Yup.
would consume the spell slot.
No, it uses the action but not the spell slot.
Okay.
Okay, not bad.
I think
not
I think that seems fair.
'Cause I was totally
yeah.
prepared to lose the spell slot.
Spell
but
slot. Yeah.
I'm not going to argue with you.
I think actually, you know what? It does make sense. So let's say that. Yeah.
Brandon,
This monster
You
was written
fucking
when I was
sucker.
very tired.
What? Why do you want us
yeah.
to be unhappy? Is my question.
D4 bonus. to
I'm the
Brandon.
guy who exclusively does spells.
And is also good at wisdom saves.
No,
and
we
then,
will blue for you, sir.
Speaking of wisdom saves, I believe it was decided that Brendan is going to be making the first save on behalf of the tree elementals. There are 3 tree elementals in this space. Borain and his 2 compatriots spread roughly evenly around the space. Brendan, please make me a wisdom save, because to retain control of these allies that are tree elementals and therefore aligned with the tree that this creature is trying to take over, this sentience is trying to overtake that of the Alderheart. It is using the passageway, the two-way bridge that you opened, with the exact intent of doing to it what it is doing to you. It should be noted.
Yeah. Yeah, we're trying to colonize them. They're trying to colonize us.
Yeah. They're the British, you are the French.
We're both slightly at fault.
Yeah.
I just want to clarify, I'm using Eric's modifier for this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eric is wresting control of these the elementals. All three have just come stock still seeing this thing. It reads as terror, but it's actually like immobility. And so Eric, you would say something to them.
Wisdom save. I roll a 22.
A 22. Let me just check.
Don't tell me 22 doesn't make the save.
It does. It does.
Thank God.
Not as cleanly as you might like to think, but yes. This turn, Borain and his friends are on your side. So what would you have them do?
3 tree elementals.
Yep. They are, medium plant/elementals. They have an armor class of 15 and 42 hit points. A strength of 18 and a proficiency bonus of 3. They can make a 1 branch and 1 grasping root attack per turn. The branch is pretty decent. The grasping root grapples and is then also pretty decent.
Yeah. Do we have any inclination or suspicion that they might turn on us?
Eric,
I feel like Eric could probably summarize.
As the person who made that save, look at it and go, that was hard. Like you look at them, and even in your tree form, you are. I think this is why you're in your tree form, and you're like, hey, brother tree. Oh shit! You can see around them the different kinds of magic warring for their focus, for their attention, and you reach into that magic itself and sort of disperse it enough for like clearing someone's glasses. And they sort of look to you and say, yes, thank you. What would you are in control of them. Basically, the person who is passing the save is controlling them this turn.
Great. I want them, as far as they're able to get as far away from us,
you,
and ideally putting this Charles Elemental between them and us, getting behind it if they can, but get away from us. And I want them, I don't know if I can choose one at a time or I have to commit them all at the same time, but I want them all to try to restrain, to grapple this thing.
Yeah. They will, as a group, I would say, try to grapple it, probably.
Yeah.
Cool. So, Eric, seeing as they're yours this turn, let's have 3 grasping root attacks. First of all, is a +7 to hit.
Okay. Do you want me to roll them separately, or are you happy with 3 d20s?
3 d20s is fine, yeah.
Okay. These are just raw d20s. We'll add the +7 to them. A 10, a 13, and a 20.
Filthy or natural?
Filthy.
Filthy. So the 20 hits.
Yeah.
In fact, 20 is the number you need.
Yeah.
Cool. So one of them, I will say Borain, because that's fun. The other 2 try to sort of make a circuit around it. I think between the 3 of them, one of them manages to sort of lock down one of this creature's legs. They have to move their full movement to get to the base of it. They will, if they continue to be on your side, make their way around and try and get further away. It's all a good idea, good plan. This creature has a 20-foot square base, so it's it's a bit of a thing, but they are pretty close to Bron right now because Bron is at the base of it, powering away at the other leg. So one of them does manage to grapple it. Until the grapple ends, the target will take 1d6 plus 6 bludgeoning damage at the start of each of its turns. There you go. You can then make 3 branch attacks to just sort of smack it a bunch if you like. They do 3d6 plus 4 bludgeoning damage per turn.
Nice.
Per turn or per hit?
Per hit, yeah.
Is that magical bludgeoning?
I would
Being an
imagine.
elemental?
I mean, I don't think it's a given, but I would hope so, given the elementals.
I'm going to say, and I actually hadn't considered this because it's immune to them if not, that it will be resistant, but not immune.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's attacks that they can take now?
Yes. Yeah,
Great.
they each have multi-attack, 1 branch and 1 grasping root.
Great. An 18 is 20 the DC?
Yes.
It's AC? Great.
Yeah.
Then I...
With plus 7s.
Yeah. None of them hit.
Very well. That's okay.
Unless they have advantage, does being grappled give them advantage?
I don't think so. One of them would. Yeah, one of them. I think that is the point of it, isn't it? That you get advantage on attacks.
Let me roll again then. A 19, so no.
No. Very well.
They're trying their best.
Speed becomes 0. Can't benefit from any bonus to speed. Every time I have to look this up. It doesn't give advantage. That's restrained.
Okay.
It just can't move, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Cool.
I
Then
imagine
Julio's
it's
turn.
partly to do with the fact that they're kind of the same material and that they're probably
roots.
literally attaching themselves to the ground.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
to it. Yeah.
Which is why it was so difficult for them as well. Julio.
Yes. Okay. So I can't cast. Well, I can cast, but I'll have to pass a wisdom check. I don't want to do that because sometimes I remember that I'm a rogue. So I'm gonna, if I'm able to reach this thing, the ex Charles, I would like to do so and shank.
Sure.
How
you dash
far
in.
is he from me?
I was assuming everybody was standing about 30 feet away. That does seem to be how far Bron was.
Okay. So I will be in the middle of all the people that Eric just sent there, but
Yep.
that's fine. I mean, I have no other options. I am a melee fighter, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna Slad Slayer first
Very well.
because it's a magical weapon. 17
Doesn't?
doesn't.
To
Okay,
hit?
that's
Nope.
fair. Okay, Susan's variable dagger. That's worse. And I'm not gonna use my D4 on any of this. So I come there, I fail twice, I do not have anything to do to get out of there. So that's my cool turn.
Bron looks at
Love
you and
that for
says,
you and me.
"Yep, I feel you, buddy."
Yeah.
Do you
We
have to
both did
hit?
nothing.
Do you have to
Yeah, he
hit
doesn't have
for
any movement.
Swashbuckler to work, or do you not just have to attack?
I can use
doesn't
my
have any
bonus
movement.
action to move away, but I just used it to try and hit at least once, and I did not. So
Yeah. That's okay. Don't worry about it.
yeah, no, that's fine.
okay.
That's just the first turn. That's okay.
Yeah. Sure. Then it's Kesh's turn. Kesh, what do you do?
Look, to nobody's surprise, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark. So I'll need to do a Wisdom save.
Please make me a wisdom save.
Oh, boom, bam, baby! That's 22.
Damn.
You pass. You successfully cast the spell.
Huzzah! I cast Hunter's Mark. Why did you roll a dice then? That makes no sense. Okay. And then I will shoot it with fire.
Hit it with
Yes,
fire.
solid choice.
Yep.
That is 25, and I would like
God
to
damn.
use my sharpshooter feat. So it will be
Reducing
a 20.
it by 5,
Yeah, so it
which
will be
is
20.
the number you need.
Yes. Okay.
You have to declare the sharpshooter before you roll the dice in future, but yes.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was before you told me whether it succeeded or not. Sorry.
Well, the thing is, I've done my thing of telling you what the number you need is, because someone got it exactly. But yeah.
Yeah. My apologies.
But yeah, otherwise you could just
that's okay.
if you roll a 5, just say, I'm not going to -5.
Yeah.
Cool. That is.
So whatever you roll plus 10.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
So 20 and plus the d6 for Hunter's Mark. So 22 points of damage.
22. Good. All good things. Tell you what, do you want to roll another attack? Are you sharpshooting again for the second?
Sorry, I don't know how to keep the game log open while I roll. It's really annoying.
It doesn't.
Yes, I would like to sharpshooter again for my second roll.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so you need a 25.
28 bitches!
Nice.
Nice.
So that will be 23 plus whatever this is. 26 points of damage. Holy
Fucking hell.
26 plus 22, so that's 48 points of damage in a round.
Oh my goodness, I've become so dangerous.
If somebody could get a fairy fire on that, Cash would be also doing an extra d6, and Julio would be, well, Julio gets to auto sneak attack anyway, but yeah, Cash would add a d6 for the sneak. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good turn, Cash. Anything else? You happy where you are? You want to stay a decent distance away from it? It is in the middle, about 60 feet away from the wall. You could be further.
Is there anything I could take cover behind, mayhaps?
No, not really. Only in the middle of the room. If you sort of circled around the room, currently there is that pipeline bisecting the room, but it's standing kind of over that. So it's really not something you could take cover behind. Everything else sort of, a few outgrowths, but nothing that will provide meaningful cover. You could always say Cash is like trying to take a little bit of cover, but yeah. Aside from the doorway, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll kind of just back up and like crouch down so I'm a smaller target.
Fair.
But I'm like, I'm go shoot it again in a minute.
Yep. Love it. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Very well. It is Charles's turn. Charles makes 2 elemental force attacks and may replace one with either its thunderous bellow or its bark burst attacks. So, what it is going to do is, make its thunderous bellow first of all. Charles roars at those around him. All creatures within 15 feet must make a DC something con save. On a failure, the target takes 4d8 plus 5 thunder damage and is treated as if they are under the effect of the slow spell.
Please no.
Which kind of reverses what Bron did.
Yeah, that sucks. That's okay.
Who's within 15 feet of him?
Bron, Julio, Eric, I don't believe you said you actually advanced on him. You just turned into a tree and threw some fire. And the 3 elementals.
I got a 25.
A 25 is a good save. Julio, how did you go on your con save?
I haven't tried that yet because I'm scared to roll because I'm shit at things. Con. It's a big 11.
A big 11. That's not great.
Yep.
Borain and his team. Borain gets a 24. One of the others gets a 16, and the other gets a 7. The 16 does not save.
Woof.
So Borain, the one who is grappling, is the only one that does succeed. So the other two. So let's roll some d8s. That one, and I have a fourth. There we go.
That's not an attack,
huge.
right?
It is an attack.
Okay, in that case, I will use my reaction to half whatever is coming my way.
Hey.
Yeah. It's
yeah.
not huge. It is 20 thunder damage.
Okay.
That Julio takes 10 off. That Bron also takes 10 off because he passed the save. Julio, you are now under the effects of the slow spell. Your speed is halved. You take a -2 penalty to AC and dexterity saving throws, and you can't use reactions. On your turn, it can use either an action or a bonus action.
So I can't have my damage then.
Is it a reaction?
Yeah, it's a reaction,
Then,
so I can't.
No, you can't.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, till the end of your next round. This is only for till the end of your next round.
That's fine.
Yeah. So Borane's buddies, Buddy 1 and Buddy 2.
That sounds like a band name. Boren's buddies.
Both take 20 points of damage. Borane takes 10. And they are slowed. He is not. Yeah, love that. And then, tell you what, it will also, it takes particular exception to Julio because he's Tree Pope. Yeah, I think he will make a raw elemental force attack as well. Julio does a 16 hit.
Yes, it
with
does.
your minus
because
2
I'm
AC.
slowed. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. That was pretty. I rolled very low. So here's the biggie. Julio, you're going to have to make a wisdom save.
Okay. With my big +1.
Yep.
Here I go. Doing it. 8.
8. Fantastic. All right, Julio, you take 6 + 8 is 14, 10, 24, 29 magical bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
As one of the arms of Charles just sweeps down and just clobbers you around the head. And you must sacrifice a spell slot or take a point of corruption.
I will sacrifice a spell slot.
Okay.
Do I have to give it like the maxed one, or what's?
No,
or just
any spell slot. I would suggest
Okay.
the lowest you have.
Yeah, it's an interesting idea. I'll consider it. Just so you know, guys, I am very much blooded, and I have not succeeded a single thing so far in this fight. Just so everyone's aware. So soon enough,
It's
I'm
little
gonna
that
say,
I
you
can
know what?
do.
I'm gonna go get ice cream. You know, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna sit back and watch you guys do it, because right now I'm not doing shit.
Okay, excellent. I love this for me. That's Charles's turn. And now he's had a turn. He can start doing legendary actions. So, yeah, we go back to the top of the order. It's Eric.
As long as those things are grappling it, it can't move, so don't be near it.
Yep.
Cool. For a melee character, that's a very good idea.
And
What a
Julio goes,
meta way of
cool.
saying that, Julio.
I only
Also,
have swords.
I have rapier and dagger, bitch. Say it so slowly.
you should have invested in a bow by now, bitch.
We have an archer. That's her niche. Suck it.
I guess
that's
that
your
makes
turn.
you literally worthless.
The slowest argument in the middle of the battle.
A tree, an ent, essentially, at this point, is arguing
Yeah.
with a slowed
Your
mouse.
mom doesn't think I'm worthless. Got him.
Tony
I
has gifted
assume
me an
that's talking
inspiration.
about the fact that you removed a death slot from her.
And I also fucked her afterwards.
No, that seems
Rude.
appropriate.
Yeah, that seems... Wow.
I am
Thank
going
you. Thank you
to
very much.
cast Scorching Ray at 3rd level, I'm comfortable with gambling on.
Wisdom save.
Yep. Give me a sec. Also, you didn't bother to inspire anyone, I guess.
No, it was a bonus action. He doesn't have that.
Oh,
He
Yeah,
got
I
the
already
stab
used my bonus action, so stay
and
your
next
fucking
time he'll be
lane, little
slowed.
boy.
So he
Yeah.
can't. He
Yeah.
walks 15 feet away and shouts
Dude,
encouragement
I'm
about Eric's
already
mum.
very much down. You can stop punching down whenever you want. Just so we're clear. I already feel like shit, so, you know.
This doesn't feel like what's going to happen.
How useful is Julio's turn before Charles's? It is, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
It's like
it is.
Charles is last. Charles just went.
Mhm.
Okay. I am not changing the spell slot. It effectively won't have changed anything. Is it okay if I use Dispel Magic instead of Scorching Ray?
Yeah.
Great. Julio was the only one affected by that slow, or was Bron as well?
Nope.
Not Bron, but Boring's buddies were.
Okay, don't care about them. Yes, okay. I am going to cast Dispel Magic on Julio. At
Julio
just
is the
the
longest-
base 3rd level. It is a 120
longest
foot
level.
range.
Nice.
I'm going to say yes. It's not actually the spell; it's just the effect of it. But
it does allow me to choose a magical effect within range.
okay, then yes, yeah.
Well, one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends.
Yeah.
Obviously, like you tell me how
Magical
you want
effect.
to.
Magical effect, yeah.
Yeah,
Sweet.
and this would
I
count
take
as
back
3rd
the thing
level or
about your
lower.
mom.
I would rather you alive and not attacking than being dead and also not landing any hits.
I'll consider it.
Cool. So I cast Dispel Magic. When I could have been doing lots of damage. You're welcome, Julio.
Oh, thanks.
And I use my bonus action to give Hope a turn. I recall I may have misunderstood, but last session I think you said that Hope got some buffs from
The buff she
eating and
got
elemental.
was being able to talk to you.
Okay, great. Cool. In that case, we have to remember that she is a valid target. She does have hit points. She is. I didn't say that she moved last turn. So now that I know that it has a 15-foot range thing, I'm going to do everything I can to have her not be within 15 feet of it. But I'm going to tell her to help the plant elementals get on the other side of Charles.
Oh, sure.
So I would like her to
Swoop and teleport.
swoop and teleport one of them further out.
Yep. Cool. They do that. It does that. She does that. Yeah.
Great.
Smart. The one nearest to you, let's say Buddy 1. They do have names, but I can't be bothered finding them. Gets teleported a distance that would make it impossible for it to then change sides and attack either of your friends, but would be able to come back and attack Charles.
Sure. Okay, great. She has a 30-foot fire speed, so and she can teleport it. 15 feet.
Okay, so she takes it further around. It does not take back the other thing because it would be able to walk back that distance and get to Braun, but only just.
Yeah, that's fine. If she can, she will prioritize being able to move afterwards so that she's outside of the 15-foot range. She's not necessarily trying to make it adjacent. She's just taking it further away from us.
She would be outside 15.
Yeah, great. Was the elemental that she took adjacent to Charles?
Yes.
Great. It makes a dexterity saving throw. I don't know if grapple affects that. Probably not.
No.
It's a whole big 1d6 damage.
Well, then roll it because I rolled a 3.
Great. That is 1 plus proficiency, which I believe is 5, so 6 fire damage.
6 fire damage. Marvelous. Okay.
That's
excellent.
my turn. I stay where I am.
That's love it. So you are about 30 feet away from him?
Yep.
Cool.
I also
Braun.
try to impose myself. Maybe I'll go 10 feet, so I'm 20 feet away from it. I try to impose myself, so if someone like Kesh wants to try to use me as cover, then that's
sure.
possible. I don't know if mechanically that would do anything, but I am a tree.
Are you large now?
I am a tree.
I don't think it changes my size. I'll check,
Yeah,
but I
okay.
don't think so.
I think we've asked this before, and I don't think the answer is yes.
Yeah.
I think you are still a medium person. Bron.
Yeah.
Cool. I am going to start off by bonus action giving myself 10 temp hit points with my guardian armor.
Same size.
Thank you.
I'm going to do that because I'm going to. I don't know if I need to leave the attack range of this too. I'm going to try something. I want to dip the bark blade in the pool of water.
Sure.
Actually,
there's
no,
not
the
much
bark
left.
blade will be fine. The bark
Yeah.
blade's already magical, but the hammer isn't. Fuck it.
Make an intelligence check.
Great.
Bron is thinking fast.
19 plus
Nice.
whatever
Yeah.
intelligence is plus 5. So.
This thing is partially empowered by that pond.
Right, okay. I'm not even going to bother then. I'm just going to swap to the bark blade, and I'm going to swing 4 times because
Love
I
it.
can use the attack action twice.
Hell yeah.
So before I do that, I'm going to use my shiny new thing. I swapped my fighting style to martial adept. I get 1 maneuver, which is bait and switch, which is if I'm within 5 feet of a creature, I can expend 1 dice, I only have 1, and swap places, providing I move at least 5 feet. So if Julio
Right.
is there, Julio and I can swap places. And
He
then,
would still be in threat.
but the best thing is, I then roll that d6 and add that as AC to either me or Julio.
Oh,
Oh shit!
that's cool.
So, yeah, I'm going to roll
That's
the
pretty
d6.
cool.
4. Would you like 4 AC?
I would love that 4 AC. Yeah. Now my AC is 22 then. Crazy.
Yes. Cool. So.
Hey now, don't take that as a challenge. Hey now.
That's
Hey now.
yeah. Cool. So that's that done. Now I swing 4 times.
So, okay, love it.
First one is not. It's a 15 to hit.
Nope.
Nope. Great. Second one's a 26.
That'll do it.
Yay! 1d6 plus 6 damage. That is 2 plus 6, 8 radiant damage.
8. Yeah. I'm just going to hold that in my head
Uh-huh.
and do it all at the end.
Okay. Yes, I will also. I have something else to do at the end then as well, because I hit it. Third attack is 21.
Does.
Yay! Ooh. Nope, not that one. Okay, had to happen. That's a 1. 1 plus 6, so 7 damage, 7 radiant.
7 more. Yep.
And then the last. There we go. The last roll is 25 to hit.
Does.
Gosh. Fuck you, elemental. Yes, 6 plus 6 is 12.
12. Oh, good. So an 8 plus 7 plus 12 is 27 points of damage from Bron's turn.
Yes.
Not fucking bad. 38.
And then, because I remembered, Eric reminded me that it doesn't like fire, and I can try one thing.
Ooh! Yes,
Yes.
yes, Bron. This doesn't
I
require a
hope.
bonus action or anything?
No, it's just one at one point when I hit a creature.
Oh, sure. Yep. Shackles.
Yes, gonna try the fire shackles. So it takes
Hell yeah.
an extra 2d6 fire damage
And makes a save?
and makes a save. Ooh, come on. There we go. So an extra 5 fire damage, not huge.
Okay, look.
And it might pass. It's only a strength save of 16, although my save DC is 18.
It would
might
be
because it's based on a different stat because it's a
Giant thing, yeah.
It would be coming off your strength, I would have thought.
Which is now at +4 instead of +1. Oh my god, why so complex?
Yeah, your artificer spells would have a different spell save DC than your fighting abilities, than your fighter abilities.
And this is Rune Knight as well, which I think runs off your con.
Oh my god, why does it not say? You know what? It says 16, and I don't have anything else up right now that tells me
John,
otherwise.
I'm going to
so
say if it's what manner of a save?
strength 16.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I got a 27, so I don't think it really matters where it comes from.
No. Damn it! That
cool,
would have been
though.
amazing.
Yeah. To lash it down to the ground with fire and have it be on fire a lot. Yeah, sure. No. But so they latch on, and then it just sort of wrests itself free of it. And the fiery shackles. But you, I reckon this looks like you lash it with the whip, and lash its arm, and one flaming shackle is left wrapped around its arm as the blade comes away. Then you lash the other one, and it's two shackles latched, like holding it to the ground, and then it just roars as the flames begin to lick up the branches of its arms, and just wrenches them out of the ground. Clods of earth go flying. You get dirty as all hell, and then just one more lash across the shins, like, God damn it.
And that's for my armor. My dry cleaning.
It's leaking bits of matter out of itself. And then it is a lair effect. Can I get a D2 in chat to choose between the Winds of Corruption and the Hungry Earth?
Either of those sound good.
Yeah.
No.
They're both fun. Tony gets a 2. That's the Hungry Earth. All characters must make, all of you, must make a DC 15 Charisma save.
Charisma.
Oh, great! Plus fucking
Interesting.
nothing.
It
Yes,
was like,
17!
17.
Yes!
Oh,
Yes!
Club
I got a
17.
12, and I have
12.
no inspiration or anything.
Cool. Julio?
24.
Hey. So what that
One
means
thing
is
I
if
can
you
do.
fail, you feel an amount of magic equal to to a level 3 spell drained from you. You could have that as a third level, a first and a second, or 3 firsts. Drain from you as the air and the ground within here literally drains magic from you. The earth is the ground is hungry for magic. So
I will lose 3 firsts.
the roots that you have planted yourself into the ground with feel the drain coming from it, and yeah, you feel it sucked out of you rather than the way you would normally be drawing nutrients. And then it is the elemental buddy's turn. Who's gonna make the save for them this time?
I think I was supposed
Julio?
to do it. I'm very scared, but I'm gonna try it.
Excellent.
My wisdom is just +1, but I do have a D4 if we feel like I can reach it.
Sure.
17. Do you guys think I should try it? 22 barely got
I
it.
don't think 17 will be enough.
If I get a 4, it's gonna be a 21, which is not bad. Let's
20
try
is
it.
his
You know what?
AC, so I don't think I would imagine that this DC would be somewhere around the 20 mark.
Is this a saving
20
throw?
from a 17 with a D4 is a 50-50. And it is a
It
save.
is a saving throw.
It is a save.
I can just add 5.
You can, and that's gonna be huge for us because that's gonna be 22, which succeeded.
Yeah, that's going to be my flash of genius. I don't know how I make
Oh.
you wiser when I've got a -1 to wisdom, but somehow the wisdom I
think it's
don't have.
in the switch, as Bron shields Julio behind himself, like just zips in front of you. Julio is like, "You're the fast one. What the fuck is this?" And Bron is just moving so fast. Particularly before Eric fixed your slow, you were like 1/4 speed to him. And you were like, "What the fuck is going on? Why are you so fast?" And it is as he sort of shoves you behind him. I imagine Bron just that you need to think bigger picture is kind of, yeah, Bron is going to take the hit. You don't need to be the hit. You don't need to be the meat shield. And puts Julio into a different mindset, and makes Julio reconsider and just consider his position and what his job is. And Julio, you tap into the magic of Alderheart that is around you, and you can sense that the elementals are once again being drawn away from Alderheart towards this air creature, and you rest you use the focus that Bron has brought you the time to gain to wrest control back once again. They are yours to control this turn. What do they do? First of all, one of them. So 2 of them are slowed, including one of them that Eric moved. But the Borain, who isn't slowed, was grappling, and it does 1d6 plus 6 bludgeoning at the start of each of its turns. So I'll just roll that now.
That's pretty good.
1d6. 4, so it's 10, which it
John,
halves because
I
it's
posted
resistant,
something
but,
in the Zoom chat for you.
Thanks.
that's still 5 more damage.
That's something. And the ones that are slowed, so what can they achieve if they're slowed?
An attack or a bonus. An attack. They can do an action or a bonus action. They can only make 1 attack action. Yeah, they can't make more than 1 melee or ranged attack in a turn. They can take either an action or a bonus action, but not both, and they can't use reactions. If a creature attempts to cast a spell with an action, it doesn't matter because these guys don't have spells.
No, I mean like these guys specifically, so they can do more branch attacks or they can grapple. Yeah, is that it?
They can grapple or they can branch attacks. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And this thing is still grappled, correct?
Technically, yes.
So I'm gonna just attack them as much as I can in that case.
The grapple does have the ongoing attack at the start of each of their turns.
We did it. I just did it. Yeah.
Yep.
It did 5 points of damage. It did 10.
Yeah,
which
I'm just letting Dario know.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's fine, that's fine.
The grapple, they don't make that attack every round. Once it's there, it's just working and they do the damage. So Borain can make a branch attack, and the other 2 can make grasping root attacks to get that grapple going, if you like.
Yes.
So let's roll Borain's branch attack first, because that makes sense.
Oh, me?
Yes, please. They're yours at this turn. So
Just a D20.
A D20 plus 7.
D20 plus 7. Got it. D20. Yeah. Roll. I don't think 10 is gonna hit it.
No. However, 2 grasping root attacks, same deal, plus 7.
Okay.
From the buddies.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No?
Guys, I I should turn off and on my D&D again. I don't think that works. I don't think something's working. I don't think any of them hit, but they look menacing and cool, I guess.
You are role playing them being slowed really well.
Flailing really badly. So
Method
how
acting.
did, out of curiosity, how did you do?
Well, the biggest I rolled was a 9 plus 7. That's less
Yeah.
than I know
16?
misses.
No?
So nothing hits. So that's cool.
You're
Okay,
doing fine.
well-
Last time I rolled 6 attacks with them and got 1 hit.
Yeah.
You're doing great.
Okay, well
Um,
that's them.
Yep,
Now
that's
it's
them.
me.
It
My
is
turn to
indeed.
miss.
Do they continue
Yay!
moving?
Yes. They
Um,
continue.
As in, do you want them to leave? To go further away?
I mean, I don't know, guys. What do you think?
Maureen can't
Because-
because he's grappling.
Yeah.
'Cause if they
but the other two
turn-
could.
Then they'll just come back
Yeah.
towards us.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna then those who can just guys just leave. You did your thing. Just go. Whatever.
The only trick is, and I don't know if you care about this, they could be provoking opportunity attacks
Oh, right.
because they would be leaving threat.
Oh no, that's fine. There's gonna be only one attack, and then we can leave whenever, because that's a reaction. So
Sure,
yeah,
yep.
one of you guys go.
So yeah, they do try to leave, and one of them does get clobbered.
Yeah, that's okay.
Well,
It's a
at least
sacrifice I'm willing
we
to
try.
make.
So I rolled a 2.
Yar.
However,
yes.
because they are slowed, that means their AC is 13, which means I do hit.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Well.
Yeah. Fortunately, they don't have spells, so I can't drain them of one. But 7 and 8 is 15, 21, 22. Plus 5 is enough to kill one of them.
Oh shit. Well.
Buddy
Well.
1 goes down.
What have you done?
Just pounds it into the dirt.
That
It
was
does
like a
not
second
like.
ago.
This is fine.
You know, that's
I
okay.
hate
It's
elementals.
okay.
I
I'm
don't
now
care
going
for
to
them.
look up their name, and it's Julia's turn.
Now you're gonna do it. Okay, so now I can cast. I will
You can.
cast. This bitch better fail, or else I'm calling HR. I'm gonna cast Wither and Bloom. It's a Constitution saving throw. Yes. Clearly I can't fucking
Cool.
hit it.
All right. Wither and Bloom. Con save. Let's see.
My
I've rolled
spell
very poorly
DC
today
is
so far.
16.
I have rolled an 8.
Plus
Let me
nothing.
just
Plus
check.
nothing. Plus nothing.
20. Filthy 20.
Fuck. So yeah, he does
Plus
save
12, con.
half as much. Yeah, that's crazy. But hey, that's I guess something. So-
Connor's score is 24, I will tell you for free.
Yeah, okay. So he gets half damage.
Mm-hmm.
So half of 3d6. God, and I roll shit. 3 necrotic damage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
3 whole
Hey guys,
damage.
this combat is just not. It's not for me. Hey. In addition, one creature of your choice in that area can spend and roll one of its unspent hit dice and regain a number of hit points equal to
Is
the
it you?
roll plus your spellcasting. That's me. It's me. It is I. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it is me.
get a. It's hello. It's me.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 plus my spell cast. I'm gonna check again because I forgot immediately. Equal to plus your spellcasting ability modifier, so that's a 3. So I get back 6
Up.
hit points.
Then I get down again. You're never going to keep me up.
You can try, but you won't. So that's gonna, that's my
it was
action.
Miles and Kara, and it was Miles that it just crushed.
You think we cared that just because you gave him a name? You silly
Yeah.
goose.
Oh, honey,
Okay.
honey. Miles was a father of 3. Baby little
yeah.
elementals. All right.
Yeah, yeah. We hate children in this house. This is not gonna work. Yeah, but no. So I got back some health. I have my bonus action.
You do.
Oh boy, man. I'm gonna.
You want to stab it?
Can I? I don't think I can stab with a bonus action if I did not with my
Oh.
action.
True. Who do you want to inspire?
Yeah, I'm gonna inspire. I know Eric's gonna be doing the next wisdom saving throw, right?
No, he bloody won't. You all have to do it, one after another.
Oh, we all have to do it. So in that
Cool.
case,
Kesh is
I'm
pretty
gonna
fucking good at
repay.
them. But
Okay, yeah, we're
Braun
gonna
is-
leave it to Kesh then.
As in,
I'm gonna give
Kesh is
Kesh-
Kesh is already really good at them. You could give it to Braun for when he does it if you wanted to pay him back, sort of.
Yeah, I want to repay him. I just don't know who's next gonna be on. So I'm gonna give
Well,
it to Braun just in case he's.
You
in
guys
case he
choose.
has to roll that shit. Okay.
It's you guys to choose. So yeah.
I should be last.
Well, you have a D8 if it comes to that, and I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
leave because it used its reaction. So I'm gonna fuck right off.
Yeah. Yeah. Smart.
That's me.
Julio fucks 30 feet off and hides behind Eric.
Yeah.
Cool. I love it. All right. Julio is hiding behind Eric. Are you like directly behind Eric? That would take you about 25 feet. You could go another 5 if you wanted.
No, I'm gonna be directly behind him, whispering sweet nothings. Yeah.
I love it. Alrighty, Cash, it's your turn.
Josh has definitely baited us into grouping up, but
Uh-huh.
that's
Yep.
fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
What?
It's like, I am not clustered with those guys.
I was about to say, I'm like, Eric is being like, I will shield you. I am a tree. And Cash is like, nah, I'm good.
It's like,
I
I'm
am
just gonna
good
be over here, not clustered with the rest of you idiots.
You know how you're sending those elementals to the other side of the fucking room? I also am on the other side of the fucking room.
When I wanted to obfuscate Cash, I meant I'll stand 60 feet in front of her.
Love it. You do that. You're currently 40 feet in front of her and 5 feet in front of Julio. Cash, what do you do?
I will use my Slayer's Prey on
Hell yeah.
Charlie Boy. Hang on, sorry. I was
Great.
moving. And that's not a spell, so
Nope,
suck it.
it's an effect bonus. Yeah.
Although
So-
you
Doesn't really
can
matter
cast
anyway.
spells this round.
You can cast spells this round if you wanted to.
But that's okay. I don't need to. I'm going to shoot it in the butt with my bow. With
Cash aims specifically for
sharpshooter.
the butt. Yeah.
Sharpshooter, aiming for the butt. Don't let
Thank
me
you.
down, man. Shit.
Nah.
16.
After the sharpshooter, no, does not hit.
No. All right, no sharpshooter on this one. So.
The butt appears to be well armored.
Oh.
Oh man, if only I'd put
Oh.
sharpshooter on that. I just crit bitches. So.
Ah,
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
Were you? You didn't say you did. Yeah.
She did say she was.
I
not
explicitly
going to
said I
put
wasn't
sharp-
sharpshooting on this one because I wanted to hit at least
Okay.
once. Cool, but I
Yeah,
crit,
fair.
so it's still a great hit. And
And you do have Slayer's Prey.
yes, I do
Um,
get Slayer's Prey. So yes.
And Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
Boy.
So 16
Damn.
It's a lot.
plus 16 plus 4, so 20 points of damage.
20 points
Yeah,
of
yeah.
damage that, and then we double all the. Then we like take the max of the dice that you would roll. So 12 from the
that is-
2d6s.
That. Oh, I forgot I got to add that as well. I already added the 8, so it'll just be plus 12.
Okay.
So it'll be 12
So another
plus 12.
20.
Is that
20 plus
including
Oh, hang
all
on.
your extra bonus dice?
Yeah, I rolled a 1 for my damage.
Uh-huh.
So
Damn.
So that's 9 plus your to hit modifier, which is 5, which makes it 14. As in the damage modifier from your dexterity makes it 14, plus 1 from the bow itself. I want to say it's a +1 bow. So
Yeah, it's 1d8 plus
15.
7. So it was 8. And then
which makes it then 16 from a plus 8 from the damage dice itself. Then how much did you get from
and then
the?
I rolled 4 on the 2d6s.
Oh, okay. So that makes it 20, and then we add 20, 12. And then we add another 12, so 32 points of damage
32.
From Kesh this round, which isn't bad from a single shot. That rolled quite low on the actual. You rolled
Right
two
up
twos and
the
a
butt
1
roll.
on the actual damage, and you still got 32. And I have to now do math to work out. Okay, Kesh, lovely turn. I will just do what Charles does, and then we will call it for this evening. Charles takes exception to that.
What? Why would he take exception to being shot in the ass? Critically.
Charles raises a fist to the ceiling above you and uses his ability Bark Burst. As Brendan correctly identified, Julio and Eric have clustered, so that's what he's doing it to. The ground, or in this case the ceiling, erupts in an explosion of tree matter. All creatures within 10 feet of a certain point take 4d8 magical piercing on a failed dex save.
Oh boy. Dex save.
Okay, this is the thing that you're good at.
Well, hold on now. I'm gonna roll shit. So I'm gonna use my D4 and hope for the best.
Oh.
Because I'm already pretty fucking low on health, so 4. So that's 17 plus 4. That's a 21.
1. That is lucky, because a 17 wouldn't have done it, but a 21 does.
I got a
Eric?
13.
Good. Eric, I'm going to roll a d4. This is determining in what direction you are yeeted 20 feet.
Oh shit.
A 1, directly forwards.
I'm fine with that, actually.
So Eric is catapulted directly towards this creature and takes... not great damage, irritatingly. I rolled 4d8s, and I got 2 4s, a 3, and a 2. So a total of 13? Yeah, 13 points of damage. Did I add anything? Nope, just 13 points of magical piercing, and you are thrown 20 feet.
Tell me if I can do this or not. Because I'm ending adjacent to it, can I use Spiny Shield to reduce any of this?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
No, I just don't see... No.
The tree yeets Eric, turns into a shield,
Because
and goes,
it's
oh,
a physical
shit.
shield, right?
Yeah.
But that's fine. It might even say it has to be a melee attack.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it does.
Don't worry, because one's coming right at you.
Yeah.
Oh, goody.
Or would it? It doesn't like Bron.
Let's forget Bron.
Please.
I don't think it does like anyone. I think it's pretty hateful.
It's really
in
not down
general.
for any of you. Yeah, Julio, you aren't thrown 20 feet. When you get thrown 20 feet, you also take a little bit of like bludgeoning from the throw, which is a lot better. That's 10 points of bludgeoning from being thrown bodily to another place. It's reduced if you can't physically be thrown 20 feet in that direction, but...
So, do I get anything? Do I get any
you
shit?
take half the damage, so a whole 6 points
Okay,
of
that's a fun. That's okay.
magical piercing. It is technically an attack, so you can use your reaction to dodge if you want, or you can save
It's
it
a
for
6. I'll
something else.
just take it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I've straight up been forgetting to actually use my legendary actions as well.
Can you continue doing that, please?
So I tell you what, I will use 2. I will use 1 to attack Bron and 1, and its actual other attack to attack Eric. I will say that I did. The first one is happening directly after Cash's turn, but you have avoided 2 of his legendary actions this turn because I forgot about him. So the first one is against Bron, a 19. No, I didn't think so. And the other one is against Eric, a 26.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's raw elemental power attack. Fuck me. My damage is just not great. This is 4d10s, 10 damage. Sorry, with a +5, so 15. 3 3s and a 1.
Damn.
So 15 damage.
So 15 damage and make a wisdom save.
Okay. For the record, I do want to spiny shield this. What
Very well.
order would that happen in?
It doesn't really matter, but
Okay.
now?
Then I'm just going to do that first.
Yep, sure.
It's going to be a second level. So this is 3d4s.
Yes.
Yeah, great. Oh, 2 1s and a 3. So
Sure.
5 damage. It takes
Yep.
5 magical piercing damage, and I'm
Yep.
going to restore that much health.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just because
Off what you
I found
lost.
it's easier for me to take the
Take it
full
down and then
damage
shell back up.
and then
yeah,
heal it back up.
Yeah. Yeah. And then a wisdom save, please.
Yep. I should actually be making 2 wisdom saves, 2 concentration checks as well. So this is for that attack.
Yep.
That's a 14.
You must either sacrifice a spell slot or take a point of corruption.
I'm going to take a point of corruption.
Hell yeah. Love this for Eric.
Then 2 concentration saves.
Because Eric is just jealous of how corrupted Julio and Cash are. You're all on 7 now, except Bron.
Bron is
Oh, I was not
uncorruptible.
just corrupted. I took a spell slot, wasn't I? Didn't I?
You took the spell slot instead of taking a point of corruption.
Yeah.
No, no. I'm just recounting how much you currently have.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I was like scared. Did I get more? Holy shit.
No.
I rolled a 12 and a 10. I don't recall the amounts of damage, but certainly it was in that order. So the last amount of damage that I took wasn't more than 20.
No.
So
No. And I don't
I'm
think the
fine.
12, because it's half the damage, isn't it? And I don't think either were particularly big. I've been rolling absolute dog shit for damage.
Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty. Well, that is the end of the round. We will go when we come back next week. We will come back in with Eric, who has just been thrown bodily towards this creature. It sort of caught you and sort of slammed you down into the ground, and it was mainly the slam down into the ground that actually hurt. If you wanted to roll a third because you took the blast, then the landing, and then you got hit.
So it's 3 different
Unless
sources
we
of
count the
damage?
blast and the landing together, in which case the number is bigger. Because the number, the blast was those ones. Which
All
was
I remember
4,
was
4.
that I received 2 sources of damage.
It was 13 and
You
23,
gave me
which
2
would be.
numbers.
I did. It was Did you take 10 for the bludgeoning from being thrown and landing?
I don't think so.
It's like falling damage. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, I didn't. So
if
I will
we
take
count
that.
it. Yeah, we'll count it in the spell attack, and which would have been the first one, which you rolled a 12 for, and the total damage would have been 21, which we half, or 23, which we half to 11, which is still passed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I have just
There we go.
taken that extra damage.
Thank you. Alrighty,
And just,
excellent. Well,
just
guys,
so we're clear, how is he looking at this point of the fight?
not
Pretty
bloody.
chill? Mm-hmm.
The lower portion of one of his legs is pretty cut up, and he's got some nasty flaming arrows sticking out, 2 in his chest and 1 from his rear. That looks like it's like a really quite uncomfortable. That one.
I mean, I'm sure my 6 damage did a big number. I'm sure he's really smarting about that one.
Who's? Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, the bark where you aimed it has sort of crisped and withered a little bit as well. The whole thing doesn't look healthy in the first place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
I don't
guys,
need your charity, DM. I know I did shit. I don't need this. Oh, but it's painful for him. I know.
Consider how much damage you have taken in where other people would not.
And
is the
also
big trick.
remember that I recently spent a combat unconscious in a hole. So really,
Yeah. No, we all take turns being
doing
absolute
great.
shit at
Being
this.
in
I
the
know,
hole.
yeah,
Bron, I remember a combat where he didn't like lie around doing nothing, but he stood around doing very little. He was frantically casting spells to make himself invulnerable while everyone ignored him. So yeah, everybody's had days. And then there was that time that he
That's
made
true.
darkness for no reason. Look, it's
There
been,
was never
that
no
one
reason.
time.
There was never no reason. I fight very
we
well in the
need to-
dark.
We need to do our favorite moments now, everybody, because we've been streaming for a gosh darn while. So, can I get a D5 in chat, please? So before John takes any more sort of strays from me.
Honestly.
You know I don't mean it, my love.
I know.
Bron could have just made dark vision goggles for everyone, and it would have been a great.
I would have justified his whole build.
Except it doesn't work in magical darkness.
You're an artificer. Make it work, bro.
I wish.
Yeah.
I don't think I can.
I wouldn't waste a wish spell on that. We got a 2. That's Julio.
Oh,
I
yeah,
wish
let's
my
get it out of
friends
the way.
wouldn't be bothered when I blind them.
I wish
It
they took
affected
it as
you
a funny
guys
bit.
not at all.
Yeah,
But yeah,
favorite
I
Julio
was
moments.
definitely here this session. That's something we can all agree.
I like Julio's instinct to, okay, cool. I'm going to go to the middle and just check in with everybody. And yeah, do the whole cult leader poke thing.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I got the opportunity to.
I literally wrote in my notes next to Julio, fucking speeches. Just like out of nowhere, pulls out a really good speech. I was very impressed.
I was like, wow, you're fucking with my plans, man.
Yeah, so there's 2 components to that. There was the deciding to go to check in with Mihai and Stryax in the first place. But also then I'm not even going to go into the role play of the speech, but deciding, hey, I'm going to have a chat with everyone and explain to them why I think they're here, and just to calm them. Just deciding to do that was very in keeping with character, and isn't something that probably would have occurred to me as soon as it did to you. So I thought that was really cool.
Yay!
Karen?
I wrote down a Julio quote for this evening. I take back the thing I said about your mum. The 2 sides of Julio, perfectly down to make a your mum joke, but you know, if you would then improve, we'll retract.
Yeah. It's a give and take, you know?
Yeah.
Just like with your mom.
Just like with
Anyway,
your
my
mom.
A lot
favorite
of
me
both,
moment. Yeah. my favorite, yeah, I do enjoy whenever I have the opportunity to like talk to the congregation and like check up, because I've never in D&D had opportunity where the campaign allowed me to like make a full ass new religion. That's really fun. I really, really like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also enjoyed the being very ballsy toward the air element, and then just catching every ass whooping possible. I think that was very funny. Like, because I thought it was like, yeah, come at me. He did come at me, and I was not ready, actually. I think the hoop is there, delicious.
Raiders, thank you very much for joining us, you bloody champions. Liquor Witch, thank you so much for joining us. It's lovely to see you. Guys, we are currently doing our favorite moments. We are there be dragons. We are
Wrong D&D thing.
we are Corsair's Cove. And many things. We're Corsair's Cove. We run D&D and other TTRPG related games. Currently, we're in our very large and complicated Humblewood setting, in which it is wild. 3 of this party are like the heads of organizations. If Kesh were to like steal both Eric and Julio's jobs, like we could amalgamate this all into one, and then no one would have any major issues at all, and it would be very Skyrim-esque.
Except Kesh, who would be having a full-on nervous breakdown.
Yeah, because the difference between Skyrim and this is Kesh actually has to do the organizational elements of running a fucking organization.
Every now and again, they're like,
Julio
could you
and,
run stuff?
And Eric
I'm like,
do as well.
Luckily,
yes, they
we
were
have
playing
people
tabletop
for that.
RPGs as well. Kia Ora Hoa. Liquor Witch. Lovely to thank you. What were you guys doing? We are doing our favorite moments now, where we chat about what we just did and what a great job everybody did. We began with some heavy role play and then moved into an unexpected combat. Can I get a D4 in chat, please, to determine who we talk about next?
Was it unexpected? Like, we kind of knew
the
Charles
players
was a trap.
Yeah.
Did we get Daria's favorite self?
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah. Tony got a 3. Thank you, Tony. That means Karen. Favorite Kesh moments.
I liked Kesh going catatonic from the amount of elemental bullshit that was suddenly around, and she's like, I need a minute to deal with this.
It's like, excuse
It's
me,
very
I
I
love
just gotta sit down.
the direct before it, like, hey Kesh, can you do this? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Okay.
There's so many magical things, you guys.
It's funny because I said it because I knew that it was a bad idea.
But it's a great idea.
There's a joke.
I was-
Oh no, don't take me. Okay.
I fucking loved it because it gives me an opportunity as well to go, yeah, this is what's around. Have fun with that. Yeah, just a hint of what's coming is so much fun for the DM.
We never addressed it, but I don't know what that undead is.
Nope.
And I was meaning to raise that. Oh well.
Yeah.
Yup.
Raise the undead.
And like,
Whoa.
hopefully it's like, we know there's a dragon, but hopefully it's the one that we're like chill with, because there is a possibility that dragon is
Well,
just
there's
completely
two-
different.
There are 2 dragons you know of.
Yeah, there's 2 that
Yeah.
we know of. One who we're totally chill with, and the other one we are pretty chill with. So
And one you murdered and then brought back to life. So, you know, the last you saw is in an active volcano.
look, we could just hope for the best, you know. Just gotta be optimistic about these things.
My favorite Kesh moment was pretty simple, but already enjoying your new feat with
Yeah.
Hunter's Mark. And it stacking its damage with your what is it, the Slayer's Prey and your
Hunter's Mark,
Hunter's
Slayer's
Mark.
Prey,
Boom,
and,
boom,
and
boom.
Sharpshooter.
We've got to get sneak attack in there as well for the triple threat.
Oh my god.
3d6s from different sources. The bullshit continues.
Yeah, I was actually
It's like Bron, but with stacking damage rather than stacking armor.
yeah.
Like, I only do one
Stacking
thing.
useful things. Yeah.
Yeah.
How very dare! I remember you died in that fight. So how useful was it really?
The sass.
Didn't you too?
No, because I had so much spells. I was actually going to say, yeah, actually that'd be great. I should go big, and then I should be your mount, and that way we'll be unstoppable.
You know what I think? I think Braun has the energy of that, like, and that one dad that has like a very specific tool that he bought for a lot of money once, never used it, but like one time it was very useful, extremely, and he will never let it go. He's like, remember that? Remember that? Yeah.
I feel like that's a
bought
little
this-
generous. It's in my mind the dad who saved that one spare part for 30 years
Yeah.
because it might be useful eventually. Yeah.
And then it was.
And once it
That
did,
cable
he will never
in the
forget
box.
Anyway,
And I
let's-
say this as a man with a cable box.
Mhm.
And I would like
My
on the
cable
record,
box
I have
comes
never
in-
questioned the cable box.
It comes in handy 2 or 3 times a year.
Yeah.
That's a
Consistently
pretty
delivered.
good
It's not bad.
consistency.
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
guys are like, oh yeah, yeah. I was going to say actually something very similar to Brendan is that just the stacking of all of the stuff you got made some amazing stuff in combat, man. I'm always like, oh, Kesh, Archer, does damage or not? Can't remember. And then we get into combat. And I'm like, oh no, she kicks ass and shoots it too.
I either kick ass or I fail miserably. There is no in
80
between. Because
I
my
believe 88 points of damage this combat. into
Damn.
Yeah. and like
Nice.
nearly
Nice.
50 of that was from the sharpshooter.
Wow.
And
No.
then
20 of that is from the sharpshooter. It's sorry, 78 and 20 of it was the sharpshooter because you hit twice and 10 damage each.
oh, I meant like as in total points from those hits.
Oh.
Not just from the
Yeah.
sharpshooter. Yeah, no, like because it was about 50 points of damage from those 2 sharpshooter hits, and then I
It was
and then I
48
missed,
the first round and 35 the second.
missed,
Yeah.
failed miserably, and then didn't use sharpshooter and crit, and I was like,
Yeah.
it is really all or nothing over
Wow.
here.
I'm not certain, but I don't think sharpshooter doubles.
It feels too much if it does.
Only
Because
dice.
it's like
You
Yeah, it's-
dice the double and bonuses stay the same. So
because it's like your like your dexterity modifier. It's just an extra 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
But 10 damage is still a huge amount, even
Oh yeah.
yes.
even amongst a critical where that damage is not multiplied. You can
Yeah, it's still massive.
feel
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
presence of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Favorite self, Karen?
Like Brendan already said, kind of the stacking. I really enjoyed being able to kind of layer those things up. It's very satisfying. But little thing, when like Brendan had managed to get Bron and Julio to cluster with him, and I was like, Kesh is not clustered. Kesh saw that. I was like, no, I'm just gonna go over there. I like to think that Kesh has also learned that clustering not great. Even though there's
Elementals generally.
yeah, don't cluster. Elementals
Don't cluster.
love a cluster, and I hate them. So yes,
If this thing is more or less fighting us by itself, don't cluster.
Yeah.
it's like it will hurt us a lot.
I do have a second that I really enjoyed. It was a little thing, but when you got back to, I pointed out that you came back with 3 prisoners, essentially. And it's the reminding you that you have a job. And it's whenever, because Julio and Eric, like not today for Eric, but Julio, just oh shit, yeah, I have the job that I have in this world, and actually like continuing that and just casually like oh yeah, and being that code switching and just being Cash the boss of Spear
You
for a little
guards.
moment was good.
Take
Yeah.
these
She was like, oh, I can deal with that
prisoners
super easily.
honored
You then.
guests.
She's super good at delegating, but also just the way you did it was really lovely. Just sort of like, so she is technically a prisoner, but she came willingly, so be nice. Like, protective custody, but she cannot leave.
Yeah, like don't throw
Yeah.
her in a cage, but also don't let her go anywhere.
Yeah. I don't
Also,
think she's
she
going
might be
anywhere, to be
mentally
honest. She's a bit
unstable.
loopy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow up with some mental health care after we've dealt with, you know, the terrifying
the link with
Charles
the,
monster.
the plane of air. The plane of air has been deep. Like, Plane of Death, horrible place. Plane of Fire, very aggressive. The Plane of Air is sneaky in a way that the others haven't been. As opponents go, the Plane of Air has been a fucker. Yeah. Anyway,
It's definitely
that's
the one
favorite
that I
characters.
find the most threatening.
Mm.
But don't worry, we have a methadone clinic getting organized, so I'm sure that Mrs. Sobel will appreciate just getting
That's true.
We'll hook her up. She'll be good.
dosed up on that. Yeah.
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 What mental health care?
Protective custody with extra on the custard. We need a D3 in chat, please, to choose between myself. It's the boys. The boys.
Yeah, the boys.
Yeah, the boys. Yeah.
No one's gonna do it. There we
While
go.
we're waiting,
Tony did it. I knew he'd do it.
Daria, you didn't end up giving Eric inspiration, did you? It was just Bron?
No, I gave
Braun,
just
okay.
one to Braun, but I remember for the next time.
No stress.
That's a
at all.
3.
I just
Favorite
wanted to
favorite Eric.
make sure that I made note of it for next session.
Eric also got a quote for the session, which was, "I'm sorry for introducing Julio to you."
Yes.
What a! If his head gets any
Stinker.
bigger, it will rebalance. He will fall, and he won't be able to walk anymore. I
that's-
did it.
That's a misquote. It's not I'm sorry, it's I feel responsible.
Yeah, and
I
you would
do
be wrong for that.
apologize.
Wow.
Which
No, I really
translates
liked,
as I'm not sure if I should feel sorry.
Yeah. I really liked Eric's like priorities in terms of getting sorted with an orb first, because that's very, very important, and then he immediately got extremely important info, so that was really, really useful for us to know early on.
Yeah. I think generally, because we ended it kind of on the doorstep of having the Charles fight. And I was like, cool, that'll take most of the session. I don't need to plan very much. And then you went and did a bunch of things that I hadn't planned. Fortunately, I had like considered what was going on around you in the world and what was going to happen next. But we kind of went and did that first. So I was like, cool, I guess I'll riff on that. And yeah, the creation of the Alderheart literally spun off an elemental just to talk to Eric. And I really enjoyed that interaction. It felt... the way Eric was communicating made the Alderheart actively want to talk to him, and give him some stuff, give him something that my favorite Eric moment is the way you played him that made me, the DM, an active participant in that conversation. To make you made the Alderheart care enough to want to have a chat with you, and that was very cool. It was there was a line in it where you were like, I want to say thank you, but at the same time I actually think it might be you who owes me thanks, something like that.
That was my
And it was like, yeah, fuck, I do actually. Hey, hang on. Yeah, have a hug.
Oh boy.
I was gonna say that line because I loved it, but also I think it was just a quick nod, like, yeah, that's great. When we were like, hey, we waited for you before we did anything with this elemental, and you were like, yes, thank you, great. Like, you just kind of acknowledged that, yes, you sometimes do stupid things on your own, and you've waited this time, so thank you.
Waited for me to do a stupid thing with you. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, cool, great. Just a moment of like, character sees character. I like this.
Oh, look at us
That
learning
was actually
lessons.
Sorry.
There you go.
Yeah, not that Eric got the full conversation that you had about that, but I was like, yeah, I really respect that. That's character growth. But
particularly after what he said about Julio in private.
I think my favorite moment was that little moment of introspection with the shrine, with the Alderheart, which I didn't expect any meaningful response from. But at least the way that I recall it, Eric was the first of the party to have any real communication with the Alderheart by
I think
using
so.
talk with plants or whatever the
Yeah.
spell is.
Nearly blew his brain out of his ears.
Yes. And so, and obviously Julio has like taken that connection and run with it. And so me and Eric have both purposely kind of taken a step back to not to let Julio lead that. But yeah, it just kind of it this called back to that of, you know, at least from my perspective, as from my short 30-ish years that I've existed compared to your like millennia or whatever, I feel like I was the person who started this connection with our group and you. So I just want to check in. I do feel responsible. So
No, we've all got that one friend who we've introduced to somebody else and they've gone and run with it, but it's not a healthy
and like
relationship.
gotten married.
And if you don't
or
know,
stuff.
Hey, very
if you don't
nice.
have that friend, you're probably that friend.
Yeah. So, like, I know I'm not the most important person in your life, but I just want to make sure that we're cool.
Yeah, that's it. I love that. Any other favorite Eric moments? No, cool, excellent.
I
All
always
right.
enjoy getting
Tony-
to turn into a tree as well.
That's always good. Tony, rolled a 2. So that's Bron moments. Favorite Bron moments, everybody. And also, amusingly, that means because I get to go last, I don't have to go. Yay!
Hey.
John first.
Really, like this is a double one for both Eric and Braun, but definitely saving Julio from the unfortunate fight, because ending slow and then giving me like a boost was really good. That was combo that was really helpful. Really appreciate it.
Hey,
Dang it, Tony rolled a
um,
1.
John mentioned it in chat, but about monks having slow is really fucking terrible, and I think that applies just as much to rogues as well.
Rogues and bards.
Having their bonus actions, their cunning
their
actions
reactions.
and stuff, their speed is just fucking crippling. So
I thought about this when I did it. Yeah.
I'm sure you did.
I was pretty awake when I built the first monster.
The opposite of that, I fucking love haste as a spell, and I think haste makes a lot of sense on Bron as long as he doesn't get hit and drop concentration. But
just one.
yeah,
one good hit.
Yeah, I feel like John and I both really enjoy engaging. Not that the others don't as well, but given the kind of spellcasters that we are, really enjoy engaging in that puzzle of the spells that we use in combat. So I appreciate seeing a kindred soul there.
Thank you. I was like, I could do it to someone else, or I could have it.
You're probably the best to actually have it because you're the one who's got to maintain concentration on it anyway. Might as well be on you, the person who, if you lose concentration, is going to suffer the ill effects. My favorite, Bron, I really liked you going, no, I've got Identify. I'll figure that out. And yeah, rejigging so that you could. And then what you took and learned from that in the way you related that data and put it into the world in a game, in a story way rather than a just information way.
Yeah, thank you.
My favorite, it's a little bit overlapped with chat because we're talking about like people being in charge of things, and John commented in chat something about Bron not being responsible for anything, but like still getting to like participate. It's like still get to turn up and do all the things, but not responsible for any of the bigger problems.
And we all have that friend too.
Yeah.
Me.
And I was like,
It's John.
It is John.
100%.
And
As a
then that
middle
was
child, it's my superpower.
why do I also
Yes,
end up
you
being
are,
party
yeah.
mum then? I'm also a middle child. Oh, what was it? And then it was kind of compounded later when like Bron's the only one who hasn't gotten corrupted yet.
Yeah.
It's just
almost like-
Bron in his lane, chill, unbothered. You know.
So Bron has had opportunities to get plenty corrupted. He's just chosen to not, because a lot of the time,
Yeah.
like he got punched a whole bunch. He's like, I'll just lose spell slots. I don't want to cop any corruption.
So he's just sensible in a way that the rest of us aren't.
But you also have been exposed to more corrupting shit than Bron as well.
That is true.
The corruption
That's
has
true.
been around longer than he has. So he's a little late to the party. He's got 2 levels of corruption. But he's also just dodging the story points that happen as well.
And also,
Yeah.
did we learn anything about how to uncorrupt? This is just not something we have right now.
I don't know if elemental corruption is even a concept that our characters have an awareness of.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
Bron's just
Well, we'll find out at some
Well-
point, obviously.
Next time.
Which was part of why I made that decision. I'm like, I don't have any comprehension of what corruption is. If I can avoid spending a spell slot, then I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When I was having that conversation with chat, I was like, oh, actually, maybe this is great. I think Bron could sell this to the tree and be like, hey, look, I am the one person in this party that has no connection to you. If you need somebody who is unbiased, don't give me any responsibility, and I will not have any connection to you.
Yeah, that's very fair.
Look, I'll make you a deal. I won't have any connection to you, and you don't give me any extra work. Deal?
That's
Yeah.
perfect.
And
I
yeah,
will
if you need-
remain an unbiased Naismith.
that's not really unbiased, but you know.
I'll
make you a deal.
Leave me
He's
alone.
incredibly biased.
It's a deal you can't
I'd be really bad at that.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. I think my favorite moment was actually getting to use my bait and switch and shield
Yes.
Julio. Like, it's a lot of fun. I think it's a great swap for blind fighting because I don't blind the entire party when I use it. And actually, getting to choose who to give the AC to, like I could have bumped me up to 29, but that would be silly.
Jesus.
But it would.
That's stupid.
Even
That's
this
like in the
creature
best
would struggle to top a 29.
I have so much fun. So much fun.
I fucking love Battle Masters and
Yeah.
their abilities. I think they are mega underrated and really fucking cool. And
yeah.
the fact that you have immediately used it the session after taking that
Acquiring
feat,
it,
I
yeah.
think.
And I only get
How
one.
many?
They get
I was
a
going to say,
bunch.
how many can you get? One. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
There is a
But it's
feat that gets you more, I believe.
But it's a short
one.
rest.
It's too short. I was just checking. Yeah, it's one per short rest. So yeah, they're so useful, all of them. And you can get
Yeah.
ones where you just like you trip them over and things like that.
For me,
yeah.
that is the only downside of that feat is but it's only once a short rest. That's not for a feat. That doesn't feel like a lot. I feel like it should be 2 or 3.
Well, that's not the feat. That was the taking the fighting style. I think the feat gives you 2 or 3 dice.
Yeah. That makes more sense because fighting styles aren't supposed to be that powerful, which is why archery is absurd because it is really powerful. A +2 bonus to hit is just huge. Yeah, cool. That's us. And it's pretty late, so we do need
No,
to go.
I don't think that's us.
Favorite moments.
Fine.
Okay, my favorite DM moment. I really was hyped to meet a child of one of the Amaranthine, and she was like, "Yeah, my dad, Gaspar, I kind of can't not worship him. Like the dinners would be fucking awkward as hell." But yeah, I really liked it. I hope I live to talk to those guys more. We'll see.
It's like,
Yeah,
no, Dad,
that
I
was-
don't want to worship you.
So worship isn't what they do, but like pay homage, like work for, represent the family business sort of thing is more than
Yeah.
She's not an Astoral, she is a paladin as well. She's not a god. She's just a celestial because she's the daughter of one.
I actually had 2 that were kind of similar to that. Well, one of them was the first one was Shyax's confusion. just to add about like how I just woke up and it was all, and then like, and the tree
I
provides.
was here.
Yeah, and like it was so well done. I was like, this guy is shooketh. He is shooketh to his core.
He's stoked but shook.
Shook. Yeah. I really loved that, how you did that, and I also actually really loved that I was like, yeah, I don't know how my flash of genius works, and you were like, here it is. Fucking, you do this, and it helps this. And I was like, oh yeah, that's perfect, amazing. You're always really on the ball with how each of our characters not just are, but want to be. And
that's thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I really love that. You just go, yeah, cool. This is something that is ideal that they want to do, and you're like, yeah, that is fantastic, amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. That's very flattering. Thank you.
You had there were two really cool moments, but I'll do one. I loved the conversation between Eric and the Alderheart, with it manifesting this elemental, and his description of like a hedgehog version of Groot stuck with me as well. I really liked that whole kind of another expansion on like the kind of creation of the Alderheart and its personality. And
I think that elemental has now actually formed itself into something of a door or gateway to the thing that Eric hid, and it's now like the spines of its back or the branches of its back are physically protecting the thing, and it's like, seeing as I've manifested and all that, let's be useful in this particular situation. That would be handy.
Anyone tries to get past, like, I am Groot.
I had a feeling that would at least make sense for that elemental to kind of become a guardian of our hideout, or at least of that particular thing. But I felt like voicing that, even Eric would find to be a little condescending. Like, no, here, make yourself useful. Thing that was entirely constructed to talk to me and hug me.
Yeah. Like sentient being that has manifested for this purpose, yes. I really liked creating Jenna, the paladin. I really liked that. I also really liked Carmichael. All of these were completely made up on the spot. I will be very honest. Carmichael, the Grove Servant from the Scorched Grove with the burns and his immunity to cold. I knew what was going on, but I hadn't actually built people around the concept. So doing that on the fly, I was pretty happy with how I did that. And then I was like, shit, there would actually be like children of Amaranthines. That was made up on the spot, but it makes sense in the world. Totally, because Gaspard and Jude maybe, I don't know. Gaspard probably feels like Jude needs to grow up a bit. It feels a little bit icky, like she's too young. Yeah. Like, I know she wants this, but she can't really consent. That sort of, like, he's not creepy.
It does feel like grooming, for sure.
It does, yeah. That's why Mum's there as well. Like,
it's like, would you need an older male character when
let's
confronted?
demonstrate what this is, Jude.
No, it was in like, well, yeah, no. Though Jude almost had a sexual awakening with a fellow Gaspard worshipper without fully understanding what they were offering.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so refreshing to see a much older male character having the opportunity to have sex with an inappropriately young woman and just going, you know what? I'm good. That's so nice.
I will. Not now.
It's because this Amaranthine is gender fluid and not entirely male.
It doesn't hurt. For an exceptionally masculine character, doesn't matter. Yeah, like Gaspard is super mask, but
you can be masculine and in touch with your feminine side.
But this is the trick. Yeah, super mask, but that doesn't stop him from like, yeah, but I can present as female if I want. I don't lose anything by doing that. That was my favorite. Anything else, or am I done?
No, I haven't spoken yet. I had two. Also, John, I just posted another link about the fighting style thing. I had two. the lore around the seating in the temple being circular to mirror the rings of the tree.
That's really cool.
I had picked up on before you articulated that, and I thought that was really cool. And I also liked that the description of the symbiotic relationship that Uzafi has with Mihai.
Yes.
For some reason, I don't really know why, but I really like the idea of the oozes and the different kind of things that they can do. And so you're describing him as kind of being one half of her, but also like being perched on her shoulder and being the connection between her and the tree. I thought was really cool, fun world building.
Thank you. Yeah. I love making stuff up on the fly.
I really enjoyed the description of Charles's transformation in the pool, and I'm really very sorry about this. And then
yeah, I'm glad he said that, because if he didn't, then Eric would have been like, he planned this.
No, the airplane absolutely planned this. Charles was hoping against hope that the airplane wasn't watching.
Yeah.
I think it was highly naive of Charles to think so, but he was just praying that he might actually get away with this. And it was the last of his strength to say, "I'm so sorry."
I don't feel so good, Mr.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it is. Yeah, it's very much that. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I have been thoroughly flattered. Thank you very much for coming, everybody. I have really enjoyed the session. Yeah, we'll be back next week for some more combats. Oh, there's my dog is coming in. Hello, little dog.
I want to see the puppy.
There's a papa.
Oh, Fury.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, the baby.
Hello. Yeah.
I want to see the baby.
I want to see the baby. I think Granny and Grandpa are going to bed, so Siri comes in to see Daddy because she doesn't sleep with them. No, she does not. Otherwise, they would get no sleep. No. Or the big yawns. Alrighty, guys. Yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure hanging out with you this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. We will be back same bat time, same bat channel next week, 6 p.m. AWST, which is pretty much our regular start time at this point, because Karen normally goes live on 6 on Tuesdays as well. That will be the case for Humblewood for the next few weeks. Then we will reassess later on. This is not super convenient for Dario. We might do a half-hour split, but we will see. Because John's gone an hour later because Melbourne is silly and does daylight savings. It's not his fault.
It's the wrong time of year.
I was pretty sure it was John specifically who was like, "Hey, everyone. Hey, every state except Western Australia.
Yeah.
Let's do this."
I like summer. Yeah. Get fucked.
That's very fair.
And on that note, guys, we will fuck off from here now. Does anyone have anything they want to sprue? No, great, amazing. Alrighty.
More Skyrim on Tuesday. Watch me panic.
Yay!
Hey, Mooncloud. Always lovely to see you in chat. Tony, thanks very much. Gold star, everybody, and Siri. Amazing. Alrighty. Thanks, Tony. Yeah. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Oh, wait, I hadn't set up the ending thing. Do it again. Say goodbye, everybody.
We will be back, same bad time, same bad channel next week for more Humblewood. Bye, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe, you wee scallywags! Avast for now! Whee!